Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another AC stream. Good evening, everyone, and
I am
welcome
your
to
host.
our group. I'm joined tonight by none other than the guy that co-hosts the most frequently with me, John Wayne 12, also known as
Well,
Harvey Brinkley Jr.
I'm not quite your hummus, but I'll be your chickpeas if that's okay.
I don't like hummus. I don't eat chickpeas, so you can be my the tipuro to my mesedes if you want.
Well, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. That's fine.
We'll go with that. Alrighty. Tonight we have week 2, day 3. It's Thursday, October 26th. And let's go through our schedule for the night. At first, we have Vancouver and Toronto. Then the next day, we have Vola against the Valley. A quicksing day, followed by going down to the minors for Anchorage versus California. Then 3 quicksing days. I think one of them is a day off for the whole league. And then we have two games in the Champions Conference, Nashville versus Detroit, a Champions East matchup, and then Indy versus Lunar Base, an interdivisional matchup. Prime time 3, no, it's not interdivisional, it's another Champions East game, but it's prime time 3 with your TPE on the left. But before all that, let's have a first look at the league standings after a week and a half. Getting my screen right here. In the Legends East, we have the Voyagers leading the pack, being 24 and 16. Buffalo and Providence are a game behind, with OBX rounding out the division with 18, still within striking distance. In the West, the Pathfinders are steadily leading the division for the third season in a row with a 26 and 14 record. San Antonio is 6 games back, and then Boise and Vancouver rounding out the division at 3 and 4. In the wildcard, the race is between Buffalo, Providence, San Antonio, and OPX. After 40 games, the teams separated by 5. And in the East, Lunar Base is leading the division and the league with 27 wins in 40 games, followed by Detroit and Indy 3 and 4 back respectively, with Nashville rounding out the division with 18 wins. Indy showing they're good again after struggling for the past 5 or 6 seasons. And in the West, we have Cancun leading the division with 29, this being the league best, not the Lunar Base record. 29 and 11 for the Toros, who are here to stay, followed by DVS with 28, and then Seattle and New Orleans at 3 and 4 in the Champions West. In the wildcard race, we have DVS being a +4 on Detroit, who is +1 on Indy, the three teams that are going to fight for the 3 wildcards, with Seattle and Nashville being on the outside looking in 6 games behind Indy and 7 behind Detroit. Thoughts about this?
Well, Buffalo and Providence have been good as of late, and I think they'll be better. Their problem is not above them, but below them. OBX is only 6 back. They've won 4 straight, and they're right there. They are right there at 18 and 22. They're not out of this yet. They're not out of the wild card. Neither are the sloths. A lot can happen for the Legends side. For champions, it's big right now on Indy and Detroit for the wild card spot because DVS might eventually pull away. They've already won 6 straight heading into this sim. They're 1 game behind Cancun for the best record in PBE right now. A lot can change. We're not even halfway through the season yet, but there's plenty of milestones that could also topple over. I know I was looking at the Legends discrepancy of stolen bases from the Champions versus the Legends. There's three guys already at almost 40 stolen bases, and we're only 40 games into the season. Urs Schneider's record of 109 may be in a bit of jeopardy, but that's the only record I see that's right now looking in any way, shape, or form like it's in any danger. Other than that, a lot of baseball left to play. You just got to play it one game at a time and get to the end of the season like everyone else says.
Sound words. Moving down to the minors to check the standings there before beginning. There we go. Amarillo with 24 is leading the pack. Bruce City, California, Kansas City, Puerto Rico, Louisville, and Anchorage, all within 4 games of Amarillo, with Chicago and State College 1 game behind. 5 wins separating 1 through 9 in the minors in a very exciting season and very unpredictable, with even the Flamingos being 7 games behind sixth, still being in contention unless that 4 game losing streak extends and ends their season early. I think we're ready to move on to the action.
Could
Going
be.
to scores with Toronto hosting Vancouver, the Pathfinders 12-4 at home, the Vandals being 0-19 on the road. But before that, I think we have some milestones to give shout outs to. Now I need to find the channel in the Discord. There we go. The milestones: 25 triples from Rockout with your Crocs out and Shane Knox, the Toro and the Serpent. 750 RBIs from Max Bauer. I would have expected that to happen earlier, to be honest with you. 600 runs for Big Vito from the Spurs, the Sloths, the San Antonio Sloths. 450 walks for Max Bauer, 350 for Granol Monster Mills and Morgan. 100 wins for CC Bouchard, 75 for Bazooka Joe. 1500 Ks for Camden Jr. and Lila. Bazooka Joe and Johnny Quest having 1250 strikeouts, with 1250 innings pitched by Quentin Waters, Cesar Azure, and Jethro Tull of the Demons, Stars, and Sea Serpents. In the upcoming ones, we have 250 doubles by Knox being 2 away, Shrub being 2 from 750 runs, Larson being 3 away from 750 runs, Kuma being 2 away from 600 runs, Dusty Stradley being 2 away from 600 runs, Rock Out with Your Crocs Out being 1 walk away from 550, Benjamin is 1 strikeout away from 1750, with Mono Right being 5 innings away from 1,000. And with that out of the way, I think we're ready to get games. And in the games we shall get. Whoa, wrong button. Here. All right. What do we have here? No bias.
What we have here? Um, well, we have a rebuilding Vancouver Vandals team that is facing a team that has been in this spot before where they were also in a rebuilding phase for many seasons, and now they're experiencing what Vancouver once had, where they were going to the playoffs with full active rosters. Now they're a bit higher up in age. The youngest players currently catcher Scudder at 21. Well, they have multiple players in their mid to late 30s, but there's a slight advantage, and I'll be polite saying it that way. There's a slight advantage for Toronto here coming out of the box.
Yeah, a slight one. And if you look at the teams, you have Dan King Jr. being the one that pops out from the whole Vancouver lineup with an 828 OPS. And you have one, two, three Pathfinders above that. That's, I think it's a firepower issue. It's a difference in firepower. It's like Vancouver is massively outgunned batting wise. So unless their pitching steps up, it's probably gonna be an easy day for Toronto. But we can only start
I
the
do
game to
not.
find out.
I don't trust it. I do not trust it.
You don't?
No.
Me neither.
Donahue has a. Donahue is 1-8. His ERA is barely over 4. I don't know what the over-ender is right now. I look at the 7-8-9 guys from Vancouver, and I look at the number 8 hitter for Boise. Not Boise, for Toronto right now. They have 3 hitters, 4, who are hitting over under 200. Toronto has 1. Starscream has had a rough start to the season and is 3-4 with an ERA over 4 3/4. Something big better come out of that Toronto lineup if they want to win this one. And that's not me being a homer. That's me telling the truth. Because I know how these games go. Primetime Indy being one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I touched on. Unless the Vancouver pitching shows up, it's gonna be an easy game for Toronto because they only have to score once or twice. The bats have to be lucky once or twice. The pitching has to be lucky every at bat if you want to win. So, but let's get in. Who do you want?
I'll take our guys. If that's alright with you.
Alrighty, then I'm leading us off with Kirk Jr. against Starscream. Here we are in Toronto in Sunset Stadium. This has to be wrong, right?
No, that's our stadium.
Okay, that's our stadium. I should know. Kirk will ground out, but John Garfield will get a single right through the middle. And that's a fly ball by Elwood Hayes. And it's a home run by Elwood Hayes. 420 feet. And the Vandals are up 2-0, and I am about to start crying. Holy moly. King Jr. will get a base hit. A fly out for out number 2. IPO, the third former Pathfinder, will fly out as well. And that's the end of the top of the first, with Vancouver putting 2 on board and the squeeze on Toronto.
That's exactly why I said what I said. Dinamedia is leading off here against Donahue, and they're going to hit a fly ball to center, and the center fielder Swerve Jr. is not going to move very far and make the catch. Hot hitting Pozletsky is going to hit one to deep center, and that's going to hit off the top of the wall for a double as they're sliding in up in the average, up over 250. Johnson Jr. hitting 320. It's going to get plunked in the back. A knuckle curve, but still, that stings. Here's Kendrick Mills up to 258, and there is a liner into left field. That's a base hit, and that's going to hold the runner.
Uh-oh.
Old, the big old man, Kevin Larson, up now, batting right-handed, and there's a base hit to left field. That's going to score one, and that's going to score two, as Kevin Larson ties the game. And here comes Harvey Brinkley Jr. with 2 on and 1 out. 3-2 count, ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. Here is Mo Love. Mo Love to shallow left. Will they send the runner? They will send the runner, but the throw is cut off as Love flies out. Lewis. Lewis
Base hit.
lobs one into left. That's going to be a base hit. That's a 2-run. Nope. That is not a 2-run single. That's a run-scoring single, as that was Kevin Larson being sent on a poor decision. As a 2-run single and a RBI single makes it 3-2 Toronto.
Matt Dobson here to get that run back for Toronto. Get a single on the shallow left, close to the line. Gabriel catcher Scudder pop one up, but it's gonna get caught by the left fielder Joseph Blisetsky. Walk run by Reggie Shrub. Starscream having a so-and-so start so far. And that's a strikeout. Number 1 in the game for Starscream, out number 1 against Nate Brittles. Bringing leadoff Kirk Swift Jr., who swings and misses. 2 runners are left stranded for Vancouver, as it's still Toronto up by 1.
I bid the under, by the way. As Catter up now, and they're going to go down looking on a circle change at 78. Catter is set down. Namidi up now. 0 for 1 as they flew out. And there's drive right center. That one is gone. Namidi with a big shot to right center field. That is their 5th home run. That makes it 4-2 Toronto.
16 hit games in a row with a hit for Namite to add to that.
Yes, that ties it. As Kozlowski gets a short grounder to third baseman Elwood Hayes is going to throw him out. Johnson Jr. now. Johnson Jr. hits a high fly to left field. That's going to be an out for the final out here in the bottom of the 2nd, as Toronto tacks on a long home run by Namidi. We head to the top of the 3rd, 4-2.
John Garfield at the top of the 3rd here for Vancouver will draw a walk to start us off here, as Elwood Hayes will draw another walk. That's walk number 3 issued by Starscream, as that's a base hit to load the bases up for IPO the 3rd with 21 RBIs so far. A fly ball, it's gonna get caught. Will they send the runner? They're sending the runner. The runner is safe, and they also get one from 2nd to 3rd, as it's starting to get dangerous here. Oh, they get the runner at 2nd, but there are still runners in the corners. That's a base hit, and it will score. No, it doesn't. The runner arrives at the same time with the ball at 1st. And that's out number 3. Toronto gets out of a big jam here.
But I thank Crunk for that one as Mills strikes out. Donahue's starting to settle down here. Here's Larson. Larson's going to hit a double down the left field line if he can get there. And the old legs can get him there with that 40 speed. Brinkley Jr. now walked in his first at bat, up to 271 average on the season. And he strikes out on a pitch that was deemed a strike. It's borderline. There you go. Mo Love with a grounder to short. That's the final out. Larson doubles, and he's left at 2nd base. We head to the top of the 4th. 4-3 Toronto.
Shrub, Riddles, and Swerve Jr. should come and work for Vancouver, as Reggie Shrub puts the ball down for a base hit. Nate Riddles, the fly ball here, caught by Dynamite, as that's a base hit by Swerve Jr., putting a 2nd runner on. The tying run, the go-ahead run is at 1st, and now at 2nd. as John Garfield throws a walk, number 4 for Starscream, who's been really struggling to get in groove in the game, as that's a base hit by Elwood Hayes. Reggie Shrub will score. Sure, Van Garfield advanced one base in the game, is tied at 4, as that's another base hit by Dan King Jr. That scores 2, will try for 3, no, it's a 2 RBI double by Dan King Jr. and Vancouver is up by 3, and yep, as I was about to say, the Pathfinders go into the bullpen and they bring out Jay Doctor Jr., who still allows a run, and it's now 7 for Vancouver, and it's getting so damn dangerous for the Pathfinders, and that now is a passed ball, and it scores another one. The bases are empty, and Toronto is in dire straits. And they blow that one for give Dobson the single, followed by a hit by Garrett Cutter. Toronto is imploding here, and they're about to go down big. But the shortstop beats the man, advancing from first to second for out number 3. But it is still a 5-run top of the fourth and a 4-run lead for Vancouver.
As there is a strikeout by Jeff Lewis. This game got turned on its ear real fast, as that's the over. Catter now as the sun starts to set. Donahue gets strikeout number 5. Top of the order now will have to get a rally started down 4 runs here in the 4th inning. As there's a liner past the first and second baseman into right field. Kilsletsky now. And Nemeti is going down 4 runs, and they're going to make it, and that ball's into center field. As Nemeti is up to third base, it's only rushing for 25, but that's going to be a E4 as the throw is offline. So is that going to be an error? Yes, that's an error. Johnson Jr. is going to have a base hit, and that's going to move the runner Pilsletzky up to third base. Kendrick Mills now represents the tying run against Darren Clapp, but that's going to be a lazy fly to left, and that's going to end the inning. As the Pathfinders get a run back, it is 8-5 Vancouver.
So with the 5th, as we're getting close to the half point of the game, fly ball by Brittles. Easy catch there by the infielders. And that's a ground out. Just walk to the base, man. Just walk to the base. Check swing and a miss by Garth on an obvious ball. But Doctor gets a strikeout and gets Vancouver out of here.
Larson now 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs is going to ground one to deep short, and they're thrown out by Dobson. Brinkley Jr. is 0 for 1. They're going to fly to left. That one is going to be caught out there, as that's the second out. Mo Love to left center, and that's going to be the final out in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th, down 3. Toronto looking for answers.
Hayes King Jr. and IPO against J Doctor. Strikeout by Doctor against Elwood Hayes to start off for out number 1 as night falls here in Toronto. As that's a base hit by Dan King Jr. and the woes continue for the Pathfinders. That's a line drive. There, check swing and a miss by Dobson, and that's out number 3. Bottom of the 6th with Lewis Carter and Nemete. Let's see if the Pathfinders can stage a comeback.
It's up now, 1 for 2. They're going to ground to third, and that's going to be the first out, as Darren Clapp is heading into his second inning of work. Catter to center field, that's going to be the second out. Nemete up now. He is 2 for 3 with a homer and an RBI and a stolen base. That's not going to be anything of note, though, as unfortunately that's another out. As we head to the top of the 7th, Toronto is still down 3.
Top of the 7th with catcher Scudder swinging and missing. Shrub and Beatles are now due up. That's something, but the catcher makes the catch here, Mills. For two, and the ground out by Brills for out number three. And here we get to the stretch.
Bottom of the seventh, and there's a grounder to deep short. That's the first out. Kozlowski is retired. Johnson Jr. now. Is that a no-doubter? Yes, it is. That one is gone. 425 feet by Johnson Jr., their 11th of the year. And it is now 8-6. It is a two-run ball game. As Kendrick Mills is facing Mudbone now, lefty out on the mound. And they're going to line into right center field. That's down. That's a base hit. Mills is on his way to second. And a homer and a double here. Larson, base hit left field. This is not over. As Larson with runners at the corners now for Brinkley Jr. Back pick at first, not in time. Brinkley Jr. Come on, man. Strikes out for the second time. Mo Love is going to walk. Number 8 hitter Jeff Lewis up now. Bases loaded. Strikes out. That was anticlimactic as we head to the 8th inning. Big chance blown by Toronto.
Toussaint is in. What a dive by Mo Love there for out number one. Strikeout looking against John Garfield. Bringing on Elwood Hayes, 2 outs. And it's a ground out. To end the top of the 8th.
We head to the bottom of the 8th. Number 9 hitter Catter is going to pop out to the second baseman on the third pitch. Zion wins. It's going to strike out Namide, and there's 2 down. Pilsletzky now. It's going to walk. Tying run comes up. Johnson Jr. a homer already. Going to ground to second base, and that's the end of the inning. Toronto needs something from Mills, Larson, and Brinkley Jr. in the bottom of the 9th for this to go into extra innings or win it.
Toussaint still on the mound for Toronto. Stringing them is by Duncan Jr., Oldman III, and Dobson, the 2 remaining batters for Vancouver if they want for any insurance runs. That's a ground out. It's a dumb animation, but it's a ground out. And that's a pop-up. That's out number 3. Quick 1-2-3, bringing in Mills, Larson, and Brinkley Jr. against Zion wins.
This could be a quick bottom of the 9th. We'll see. Mills. Center field. It's going to hang up, though. 1 down. Larson now 3 for 4 on the day. Is going to walk. Tying run at the plate. Brinkley Jr. 0 for 3. Gustavo Fring on the mound. 0 for 4. Walk. 3 strikeouts for Brinkley Jr. And Love is going to end the ball game. Wow. 7-34 Vancouver beats the 26-15 Toronto Pathfinders on their home turf, 8-6.
And it was a Vancouver team that was 0-19 on the road before the game. You can mold if you want.
Oh, has 3-hit day for Larson. Starscream takes the loss. 3-hit day for King Jr. with 2 RBIs. 3 RBIs for Hayes. Winning pitcher is going to be Filthy Few Donahue. No, Darren Clark. Mudball in the hold. Wins the hold. Fring comes in, gets the save. Elwood Hayes, who was hitting under 200, It's your player of the game.
That went great.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. The 1 and 19 road record. Jesus. You can't script these. You cannot script these.
Oh no, Rabbit was watching.
Oh
God,
man.
God, this
That's why we
sucks.
lost. Explains the loss.
All right,
Alrighty.
you're up now.
I know. New York getting the win against Providence. I mean, I would want to go without box scores for the night, but it is what it is. New York gets a win over Crabs, 6-2. Two hits for Goose, two hits for Demars and Cove, two RBIs for Cove and Paladors. The win goes to Parco, the loss goes to Torrent, with Anthony Parco being your player of the game.
Okay, is the Surge are going to win this one 4-0 over the previously mentioned Aviators. 3-hit day for Monster, 2-hit day for Mustard on the Surge, 3-hit, 3 RBI day for Denstro. 2 hits the entire game for Outer Banks, and that's it for them. Gianna Morgan, last season's pitcher of the year, drops to 3-6. Bazooka Joe improves to 5-3. Player of the game is going to be Bazooka Joe.
Next up, the Sloths getting an extra innings win against the Raptors. 8-5 is your final score. Two hits to RBIs for Emeritus the first for Boise, three hits for McMagic, and for San Antonio, multi-hit day by five people with Albies, Beauchamp, Reyes, and Lanikai getting three hits. Albies and Lanikai get three and four RBIs respectively. Marvel gets the win in relief. How many years has it been? 15 or something. Copperstone gets the hold.
Marvel's in S29 for Marvel.
That's 17 seasons. Sheesh. Chef the loss and the blown save. And Luigi Lanikai is player of the game.
Nashville and Lunar Base. Nashville is going to win this one over Lunar Base 62. For Nashville, a hit and 3 RBIs for Bailey Jones as they up their RBI total to 21, including a home run. A 2-2 RBI day from Yaboa, 3 hits from Alvarez over on Lunar Base. Lunar Base, Manarite is going to take the loss. And winner is going to be Ajay and your player of the game.
Next up, we have TVS getting a win over New Orleans. 10-1 is your final score. Show this to me. Okay, a whole bunch of nothing for the Rougarous. Three hits for Kulik Warren Power for DVS, with two coming from Guerrero and Ostman. Two RBIs by Jay Kulik Warren. Tsunami the second gets the win. Sports Boy 57 gets the loss as Jay Kulik Warren is your player of the game.
Seattle and Cancun as they went. Cancun, it's their 30th win, winning this one 7-2. Hitting an RBI for Alyssa Jacob. 2-hit 3 RBI day for Jingleheimer Schmidt, and 2 hits for Jackson. Pitching. Winner's going to be Johnny Quest, improving to 7-1. Stellar once again. Total the loss. Player of the game, Johnny Quest.
Alrighty. And last game for the. Why is it so slow, man? Apex and Demons, the last game, 4-2 is the final score for the Apex, tying up the Demons for second in the Champions East. Two hits for Granholm, Dogwood, and Vita on the side of Detroit. Nitro has two RBIs with no hits on the side of Indy, with two hits coming from Mackenzie Milligan and Pico. The win to Lila, the hold to Shotani, the save to Chapler, with Human getting the complete game loss as Turanga Lila is your player of the game. Moving now to the minors, we have the Ranas and the Hawks.
The Ranas are going to win this one over the Firehawks 10-2. For California, a 2-hit-day from T1000 and a 2-hit-day from Jolly. From Puerto Rico, a 2-hit-3 RBI day from Big Hurt Thomas and a 3 RBI day from DeYoung. Pitching, Artemis Aria is going to take the win. Ribbit is going to get the save. And the losing pitcher is going to be Mick43. Your player of the game is going to be Steele Stern. Stern ties the regular season record with doubles of 3.
Nice. Next up, it's Louisville Bush City. 14-7 the final score for the Limers. 3 hits, 5 RBIs for McCannon on the side of Louisville. 4 RBIs for Leg on the side of Bush City. Budweiser gets the L. I mean, I don't completely disagree with that, considering how bad Budweiser is as a beer. With Fatima getting the win, Archduke McCannon is your player of the game.
As Kingpins are going to win this one against Kansas City 6-2. For Chicago, a 3-hit-day from Cyrus Kidd. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Murphy II. 3-hit, 2 RBI day from Dynasty, and a 3-hit day from Ozzo. Or Kryaskid, or however you say
It's
his name.
Kryaskid.
Glorvenspiel drops to 5-4. Winning pitcher is going to be Heiderscheid at 3-2. For the game for the Hepcats is going to be Shaw Dynasty.
Who?
Shaw Dynasty, the catcher.
Yeah, makes sense. Wheeler's Delos, a close one, with everything scored in the second. 4-3 is the final score in favor of the home team. 2 hits for Ruiz, Gordon, and Shrew, with Shrew having 3 RBIs. 2 hits for Ziegler and Panda on Anchorage. The win goes to Lore, the hold to Grimes, the save to Abernathy Jr., with Jeff Salat getting the loss, and Sanshrew being your player of the game.
State College wins this one 7-3. For State College, a 2-hit-day from Cool Crab. 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Barrow. Over on Florida, a 3-hit day from Catil. And down to the pitching.
Hold on. Yeah.
Beavers player gets the win, Furnace the loss, and your player of the game is going to be Boog Barrow.
Great. How do I remove my mouse? I don't want to see my mouse on there. Okay, let's go with that. And then this. No. What? Whatever.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remove my cursor from showing. It's annoying.
No, it's not that. I just saw our next game on the schedule.
Oh boy, let's finish the day.
Well, that's why when they say it goes from bad to worse. Then again, Nola, you never know.
Oh boy.
They beat Cancun yesterday, so
Uh, I'm trying to be unbiased, but this game is going to be DVS just pouring it on and on and on and on and on. I mean, you could
well,
not predict that Nola would be that bad this season. You would expect them to be, I don't know, to 10 wins, to 13 wins after 41 games.
well, there's a team that
Currently,
went 602, but we're not going to talk about that either. So,
Nola right now is on pace for uh, 8 wins.
that's still more than Sarasota had when they had that
Yeah,
terrible season.
they're on pace for 7.9 wins.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but the games are played on the field, not on paper, not on discussion, so they might as well shock everyone and win. Okay, the prediction is running for how long? For 10 minutes. I will let you talk a bit about the game and I'll try to grab something from the kitchen because I need some
Oh,
water.
I've been noshing on pretzels and that's why I was muted. All right.
I'll go get some water and I'll be back. Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
no,
McLV,
I gotta
thank you for the
talk
sub.
about game, the game that's going to happen. I don't want to use the word massacre because that's not okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Is Nola's got 3 wins on the season. Death Valley's got 29. Nola did win a game in yesterday's sim, I believe, and was against Cancun on stream. So maybe a miracle can happen. Maybe two in a row. Maybe an angel get its wings. I don't know. Something's got to happen, right? Yeah, that's the spirit, Uzi. But I have to talk about the fact that there's a 52 overall hitting 157. Well, at least they have some consistency there with who they have. Because Goo has faced Lebowski before and is 2 for 3 with a homer. So, Scoble Jr. has 4 home runs against Lebowski, so they can hit home runs at least. They can hit some homers. But let's not look at the numbers here. Let's try and be on the positive side of things because Manuel Begg appears to be their best hitter as the leadoff man. And then you've got Stradley, who's been around for a while now, with 8 home runs and 14 RBIs. So there's still some fight in this 38 loss team. 37 loss team. Don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but DVS, there's not much really to talk about. They've faced North enough to have seen him before. The only person who really struggles against him is Osman, who's just 2 for 19, and Osman and Valero are the only two who don't have a home run lifetime against Kanye North, who's been around for quite a long time for the Voyagers, among other teams. If anything, I suggest you break out the whipping sticks. Yep. This is going to be a real barn burner, folks. I would not lie to you. I am only going to tell the truth. I think he. No. Aircrow is not on his second Heineken yet. I think that first Heineken probably got launched across the room. To tell you the truth. I'm just waiting on him to come back from getting his thing of water so that way I may start. Support hotline available for all Rivers players. Oh boy. Phillies fan, if you are currently watching the stream, I apologize. I had nothing to do with this. I'm just trying to commentate.
All right.
That's all you need to know. Alright, I better pick my packs up before I'm not gonna.
All right. I think we can go if you're done.
Oh, I've been just vamping at this point. Yeah,
You
I've
ranting?
just been vamping. I was vamping. I was just keeping a steady stream of dialogue going. I am very good at that. I actually just finished my latest episode of my podcast about 45 minutes before I got on here. So, okay, I will
Nice.
take Nola so you don't have to,
Thank you. All
because
right.
I
Let's go.
am I'm a masochist. I will take the pain so you don't have to.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. As Manuel Bang is going to lead it off against Jeffrey Lebowski. Lebowski, the left-handed pitcher facing the left-handed batting Manuel Bang here in Death Valley. Here's the windup in the pitch. Strike out number one, as Lebowski's ERA is going to drop under 5 with that one. Strikeout number 67. And 68 is Faker is going to strike out, as that's strikeout number 2 for Lebowski on an 0-2 count. 1-2 to go. And they strike out the side to end the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. Nothing, nothing.
Here we go at the bottom of the first with DVS up on batting. Salmon Arms will draw a walk a circle on a circle chain. Ground out, and there's a double. No, there is no double play. Golic Warren gets a single as Salmon Arms is out trying to advance to second. A walk drawn by Max Power, bringing on hot hitter Ray Slammer. Batting 294 with 13 and 28, and the bases are loaded for all too well 10-minute version. Who's still struggling in the season, but they do get a base hit. Driving in 1, driving in 2, it's 2-0 DVS, and here it starts. Runners at first and second for Kuma, who's been hot hitting 298 with 825 and 14 stolen bases. We draw a walk and load the base again for Vladimir Ferrero. Base hit, drives in 1, bases remain loaded for Ostman. Batting 289 with 3 and 25, that's a base hit. We drive in 1, we drive in 2, we drive in 3, and it is, oh baby, a base clearing triple 6-0 TVS. And the game is over with cap space being brought in after 1/3, after 1 out. Salmon Arms, base hit. Osman will score. It's 7-0. And I wish there was a send to end button. Will Warren? And that's out number 3. DVS batting through, not just around.
Dusty Stradley up now. Number to third, and that's the first out. 7-0 DVS now. Here's the pitch. And that's hit back towards the mound. And no, it's a base hit for Tulo. And a walk to Shanahan. So this is going to not end in a complete disaster. As there's a base hit. That's going to... No, it's going to be an RBI single. So with after the Stradley out, Tulo singles, Shanahan walks, and McClobber singles. 7-1. Base hit left center. And that's going to load the bases for Strobel Jr. as Hammerman's on base. Strobel Jr. to the first baseman, and that's going to make it 7-2 as that's an RBI ground out to first. Manuel Bang, 2 on, 2 out here in the second inning against Lebowski. And there's a grounder to second, and that's going to be the final out. Nola's still showing signs of life. Down just 5 runs now as we head to the bottom of the second.
Max Bauer will swing and miss on the circle change for strike number 3, bringing on Drake Slammer, who gets a base hit right at the wall, slamming it with power. The eliminate version flies that one out of here. DVS takes these 2 runs back, and their lead is again at 7 runs. All too well 10-minute version getting RBIs 16 and 17. And home run number 6. Kuma, with hot hitting swings and misses. 0 for 1 on the day. Valero, the shortstop, rounds out to the shortstop. There was some shortstop on shortstop action here, as that's out number 3.
And Baker is going to go down again, this time looking. All 3 of those pitches were strikes on the outside edge. Goo up now, and Goo's going to go down after a long battle at the plate. That is strikeout number 5 for Lebowski, who settled down here. Stradley with 8 home runs on the season. And they strike out the side for the second inning in a row, for the second time today. As Lebowski has settled back down, strikeout number 6. We head to the bottom of the third. It is 9-2.
Ostman. Oh man. The shortstop just drops that one. Strikeout against Rake Hard by cap space. Strikeout number 3 for them on the game. Rusty Salmon Arms will draw a walk. Golick Warren, fly ball. It's gonna get caught. No one will try to advance. Bringing on Max Power, who's going to ground out for out number 3. No change in score. The Scorpions are up 9-2.
Witzke, who broke up the no-hitter a couple innings ago, is going to be the 4th consecutive strikeout for Lebowski. Strikeout number 7, 73 overall this season. Shanahan, strikeout number 5 in a row now, 8 overall in the game for Lebowski, as they've taken back control here. McClobber now. 7. No. Baker, Goo, Stradley, Tulo, Shanahan, and McClobber. That's 9 strikeouts overall, 6 in a row.
A walk drawn by Rake Slammer here on the full count, with Lowell Larac coming in the game for Nola. That's pitcher number 3, as 10-minute version gets a base hit, proving to 210 points of average. Kuma, strikes and misses. Guerrero, fly ball, bye-bye ball. It's 12-2. 455 for Gladys Guerrero.
What a
And
family.
I mean, these guys have families, man. 12-2. Sheesh. Ostman will strike out. So we're gonna miss by hard, and that's the end of the first. DVS up by 10.
Looking for history here. And the streak ends as there's a fly out to left field by Hammerman. And they pick up right back where they left off as Strobel Jr. is now 7 of 8, 10 strikeouts for Lebowski. As there's a ground out to first by Bang. 10 strikeouts through just 5 innings. He's up to 65 pitches. It's 12-2 DVS.
Salmon Arms, the swing and a miss. Larak with 4 strikeouts. Pop out by Will Warren. And swing and a miss by Max Power. A 1-2-3 inning by the Rougarous. The second half inning, DVS doesn't score.
As there's a ground ball to third by Faker, and that's going to be an infield hit. 8-2 Seattle over Cancun. As there's a fly to center field. Detroit is leading Indy 4-0 as there is a fly out by center field to the center fielder. 1-1 Providence in New York as there's a ground ball, and they're going to get nobody as it's 4-0 Toronto over Vancouver. 2-0 OBX in OBX, and 3-0 Boise is down to SAS as that was a ground out by Tulowitzki.
Top of the 6th with Drake Slammer. The ball goes high but comes down short, and it's caught by the incoming infielder. Jesus, Fakar just fumbles this one. And that's through the legs. Kuma nutmegs the second baseman for a hit as Guerrero gets a fly ball, but it's caught for out number 1. Ostman as DVS scored, and I missed it because I was looking at a cockroach that was walking on me. And the swing and a miss by Ostman as it's now 13-2 DVS.
Shanahan lines out. McClobber grounds out. As Lebowski still going strong here. And strikeout number 11 for Lebowski. As that gives them 77 now. As it's 13-2 as we head to the stretch.
Bottom of the 7th with Rake Hard, who gets a base hit. It is a double with Dylan LeBlanc on the mound for the Rougarous. Ground out for Salmon Arms. Base hit by Warren. And they switch places with Rake Hard, and it's 14-2 now. Ground ball by Power. He's out. Kulik Warren at third. Ground ball by Slammer. Out also. And that's the end of the bottom of the 7th with DVS adding one more run to their tally.
Strobel Jr. is strikeout victim number 12 now for Lebowski. Manuel Bang up now. Strikeout number 13. That's a baker's dozen for Jeffrey Lebowski. Faker up now. As Ira Clifton in now. And second pitch is hit to right center by Faker, and that's a double. I just need Lebowski out of there. As Goose strikes out, that's 14 as a team for New Orleans. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, 14-2 DVS.
10-minute version, Kuma and Verrero. Light drive, fly out by 10-minute version. Swing and a miss by Kuma. And there's Verrero, the last man to bat for DVS on the night. It's a 1-2-3, and that's all she wrote for DVS for this game, as their lead is too big to be overturned on the top of the ninth.
As it is now 9-4 Toronto in Vancouver, as there's a strikeout by Stradley. 7-2 OBX over Buffalo. They were being no-hit briefly, as that's strikeout number 16 for DVS pitching. Last hope here, 8-8 there, as Clifton comes in and shuts down the Rugers the rest of the way. A 14-2 drubbing at the hands of the DVS Scorpions. Wow. These first two have been heartbreaking for one, and then just tearing your heart out of your chest. As 3 hits, 4 RBIs, and 4 runs scored for 10-minute version. And a hit and an RBI for McClover over on New Orleans. 5 RBIs for Verrero for DVS. Pitching. Lebowski wins. North loses. 10-minute version, player of the game.
Just wow. Just wow. Watch these runs beyond Mauer. Watch them. Just watch them.
No, they weren't. They weren't. I was keeping an eye on the scoreboard. Don't worry about it.
So we have the Voyagers at the Crabs getting the win. 5-3. 3 runs at the bottom of the 8th were all they needed. 3 hits for Wright on the side of Providence. 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Paladors on the side of New York. The win to Rosas and the blown save. The save to Ness. The loss to Buendia and the blown save to grab the pot son, with Xavier Crawford player of the game.
Jesus Christ, Rabbit. I almost read that off my phone. 2-hit Pathfinders win this one with 2-hit Dave for Johnson Jr., 2 walks, 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Larson, and hit 2 RBIs and 2 walks for Lewis. 2-hit days at the plate for Oatmeal and King Jr., 3 RBIs for Dubson. Your pitching is going to look like this. Maurer didn't even pitch. Duck gets the win, another great performance. They proved the 7-2 all-star worthy, if you ask me. Lothbrok, their 8th loss, and your player of the game is going to be Kevin Larson.
All right. The Aviators win against the Surge. 7-3 is your final score. All 7 OBX runs at the bottom of the 7th. Something with 7th in this game. I mean, I'm seeing. Okay, now it's 4-7.
That was a no-hitter until that 7th inning. It was a no-hitter until that 7th inning. We'll just leave it at that.
It was a perfect game until that 7th inning. Probably.
They had walks.
Oh. Damn. From throwing a no-hitter to losing the game. Doesn't get better than this. 3 hits for Forbes Jr. on the side of Buffalo. 2 hits for Bobby Person and Kaoru, with 2 RBIs from Brennan and Fielder for OBX. Sheets gets the win. Hooper the loss, as Benny Sheets is your player of the game.
as there was little offense in this one. 3-0 win for the Sloss. They're 22-20 now in the season. We have a 2-hit day at the plate for Multoid Man over on Boise. For San Antonio, a hit and 2 RBIs for Zane Cold. And I believe that is it for the pitching. Salberg goes the entire way, throwing 101 pitches, giving up just 3 hits, striking out 8. Ovechkin takes the loss, and your player of the game is going to be Joanna Salberg. Impressive.
Some great stuff. We saw this one. Serpents Toros 9-8 is your final score. A 6 at the bottom of the 6 made it close, but it was not enough as the Sea Serpents found one more run at the top of the 8th to win the game. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Jacob, and 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Crocs out. For each team, the loss goes to Ryan Knock for allowing the run at the top of the 8th. The win goes to Bouchard, with Diaz getting the blown save, as Alyssa Jacob is your player of the game.
Okay. Demons win this one 5-1 as Vichy gets another win. Wow. For Detroit, 2 RBIs for Granholm, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Dogwood. Over on Indy, we have a 3 for 4 day from Nitro. And pitching. Vader Page improves to an impressive 9-2. They'll be to 10 wins possibly before the second week is over. Beauregard Rove drops to just 3-7. That trade is looking a little shabby right now. Player of the game is going to be Vader Page.
I wonder why. And lastly, for the majors, the Space Rangers get a 4-6 win over the Stars to improve to 28-14, maintaining the pace with the Toros and the Scorpions. Sorry, 2 hits for 43 1/4 for Nashville and for Windsor. And on the side of Lunar Base, good pitching from everyone contributed with 1 hit or an RBI. The win goes to Macarena, improving to 6-2. Claude Daddy gets the loss, dropping to 4-6, with Allegra Macarena being your player of the game. 7 innings, 6 hits, no earned. Moving down to the minors.
4-2 win for the Kingpins as they even their season record at 21-21. For Kansas City, at the top of the order, Marcus and Garbanzo with 3 for 4 days each. Over on Chicago's side, Evanescence, good for Red, with a 2-hit day, 2 hit days for Murphy II and Davis Jr. Pitching. Win for Bauer, save for with the Heelys, and your player of the game, despite the loss, is going to be Bob Porkman.
Swifties over Amigos to get to 500. 5-2 is the final score. The Swifties in control from the start of the game. 3 hits by Troy, 2 RBIs by Kulkrab for the Swifties, 2 hits for Steve Flex on the side of Florida. The win to McChapperson. The loss to Stoner, with Chappie McChapperson getting player of the game.
Okay, as we have a 12-5 win for the Wheelers here. Over on Amarillo's side, we have a 3-hit, 2 RBI day for Whirlwind and a hit and 2 RBIs for Murphy. For Anchorage, a 3-hit, 3 RBI day for McNeely, a 4-hit day from Otage. Good for you, Enoch. Good for you. Pitching. Fisher the win. Arcanum, the loss, and your player of the game is going to be Scott McNeely.
And next up, we're City over Louisville to tie the series up. 5-1 is the final score. One hit on RBI for Gumby on the side of Louisville. One hit, two RBIs for Gainey and Patterson on the side of Blue City. The win goes to Squirrel. The loss goes to Eshelman Jr. with Leah Squirrel being your player of the game.
And for the last matchup of the minors, we have the Firehawks winning this one 8-4. For California, a 2-hit, 2 RBI day for T1000, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Jolly. For Puerto Rico, a 3-hit day from DeYoung, a 2-hit, 2 RBI day from Stern. Pitching. Slothsburg the win, Lycan the loss, and your player of the game is going to be Joseph Jolly.
And that's it for this day. Let's save one more time. Let's finish the day with no games.
It's a majors off day,
It's a
I
all
believe.
league off day.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. Yep. Alright, so let's advance one more day. Say once more. Let's look at the schedule. What do we have? We have Anchorage, California.
Oh,
Uh,
minors day.
yeah. Alrighty. Mike to you.
I'm still mad at AJ for that stadium name. Yeah, he called them the Water Pigeons. I do not see the sense of humor in it. Otage is going to be one of the big highlights here, despite being the two words Kyle Schwarber of their lineup. He's a designated hitter. He's got 7 home runs. He's got 20 RBIs. He's at the top of the lineup for a very good reason.
Can you put it in
Um.
basketball terms? Because I don't know baseball.
Oh, basketball, you said?
Yeah.
How do I put this? LeBron, it's like putting LeBron James at the top of the key and just passing him the ball every single time, and he just lobs layups into the hoop. That's why Enoch is batting his player leadoff.
So we're talking something like Shaq under the post.
Yeah, he Shaq under the post. Just it's gonna be rough day for Retsnom Kaliag Cove. Um, in other news, though, you have Clear Not Cloudy having a great season, hitting 335 with 10 home runs and 39 RBIs. So that's going to be something to appreciate out of that four
When
hole, especially considering.
when I was having such a season in the minors, with my first player, I lost the MVP to Lulongo. So let's keep the ball down on this one.
Yeah, just keep the ball down if you're both pitchers, but we'll see. I'll take the Firehawks this time, so that way you can have Anchorage.
All right. I'm gonna start us off with Otage against Cove. Against one of the Coves, basically. They're all Cove to me.
Evoc,
Otage
please.
against Cove. Cove. As that's a ground out. And another ground out from Reyes. Cove. Base hit. It's a single. McNeely. Fly ball. Caught by the center fielder. We're out number 3. And that ends the top of the first.
They did well there by keeping the ball down against the top 3 hitters in the Anchorage lineup. McGillicuddy now is going to line one back up the middle, and they are on base. Left-handed hitting Terminator is up now, and they're going to hit a liner caught by the diving third baseman. As there's a walk to Archer. And here comes the guy you really didn't want to face with men on base, and that's our Clear Not Cloudy, and that's why. Goodbye, baseball. That is number 11 for unruly, rowdy diamonds are clear and not cloudy. 42 RBIs, an average over 330. Why are you pitching to him? Especially with this guy on deck, as there's a fly to right center, and that's caught as Morgan flies out. Hemi's then up now, and they're going to walk Trey Daniels, the recently retired one. Is going to fly to right center to end the inning. A 3-run homer by the big first baseman, our Clear Not Cloudy, makes it a 3-0 California lead.
Alrighty. Shane Ziegler now against Cove. Gets a base hit. It's a single. Signal Flams are swinging a miss. For out number 2. Red Panta draws a walk. I'm sorry, they have 1 out. 2-1. 1 out. Walker Wallace, who gets a base hit and loads the bases up. Nope, they don't. They drive a run in, and it's now 1-3. Anchorage still down 2. Alex G will get a single, sacrificing Wallace in the process. I don't know what that was, but that is out number 3. Anchorage gets 1, but they need 2 more.
Number 8 hitter Joseph Jolly up now is going to walk. Third walk for Mrs. Dirk. Jeff Lumo, new fan, is going to hit one to the gap. That should be a double. And that's going to bring home the runner. And Jolly slides in safely. As new fan has a double. 4-1 now. As McGillicuddy is going to ground out to the first baseman. T1000 is going to fly to the center field wall. Excuse me, for the final out. We head to the third, as it is 3-1 California.
Reyes will strike out, looking. We're out number 1. Cove will ground out as well. That was some Cove on Cove action. Scott McNeely sends that one out of here. And it is a 1-run game, 363 feet. California still up, but it is 1 run now. Bringing on Shane Ziegler, batting 273 with 2 and 16. Followed by... That's a... Slams will have to wait for the top of the 4th, but Anchorage has now gotten 2 of the 3 back. Let's see if California can extend their lead.
And here comes Archer. And base hit. Our Clear Not Cloudy. 3-run homer already. Bunting into a fielder's choice. Wow. As Morgan is going to crowd into an inning double play. Your big man just hit a 3-run homer 2 innings ago, and you had a bunt. Wow.
That's a fly ball by Sino Slams, but it is caught by the right fielder. Red Panda swings and misses for out number two. Let's see Walker Wallace. Wallace will ground out. That's some weird animation. Bring on Zen Daniels and Jolly for the Hawks.
And here's Zen with a grounder to short. Daniels now. A fly out to short center field. Jolly is going to get their first hit of the game as they've walked and singled, continuing their hot streak. New fan is going to strike out swinging as Jolly now is over our clear not cloudy in the batting race.
Alex G now for the Wheelers will fly out. Swing and a miss by Otage. Reyes, fly ball, caught, and there's the top of the fifth. Score remaining 3-2.
And leadoff man McGillicuddy, who's 1 for 2, is going to ground to first for the first out. T1000 is 0 for 2. And they ground to second base for the second out. Archer got on in base ahead of the first baseman, and he's going to do it again. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Our clear not cloudy.
Bye.
You've got to be kidding me. That's gone too. That is his 12th home run. And that's going to make it 5-2.
Someone
12
fire
home
that
runs,
manager.
44 RBIs. He bunted last time up, and now he's homered again. As the sun has set here, as Mrs. Turk is still out there walking Morgan again. Zen now up. And Zen's going to hit one into right center. That's going to send Morgan to third. Trey Daniels up. Pick off throw to first, and that's the inning. Zen leaned too far away from the base, and that's the final out. A aren't clear not cloudy home run makes it 5-2.
Ground ball by Cove. And a ground out. McNeely. Swing and a miss. As the Wheelers are starting to run out of juice. Ziegler. Right at the waiting center fielder, and that's the end of the top of the sixth. The Wheelers are running out of juice here, and out of time.
As finally a new pitcher, it's Drew Buckley, who gets Daniels to ground out. Jolly up now, 2 walks in the game, and now a strikeout. As here comes new fan, who's doubled once and struck out. Left center to the left fielder, and that's going to be O'Slams for the final out as we head to the 7th inning. 5-2 California.
Top of the 7th, with Sino Slams grounding out to the catcher of all people, Red Panda. That's a fly out. Walker Wallace swinging a miss, and that's a 1-2-3 in favor of the Hawks. Everyone's getting up, stretching, singing. Rightfully, as California is looking poised to win.
Well, could see a 3-homer game here. As a base hit by McGillicuddy is their second of the game. T1000, 0 for 3. As it is fully
Hey,
dark now, and there's a 4-6-3 double play. And Archer's going to be on again. 2 walks, 2 singles. Are Clear Not Cloudy looking for a third one, and they
They're gonna
smartly
walk
walk
him.
him on 3-2. 3 times on base, 5 RBIs. About time. As that's an infield hit for Morgan now. And here comes Zen to face Robert Grimes. And
That's
that's going to be a
gone.
grand slam home run by Hemi Zen on the second pitch, 399 feet. Wow.
Grimes throws
California
one
pouring it
pitch,
on.
and it's a grand slam.
2 pitch at bat as Daniel grounds out to third base to end the inning. So, just to be clear, that's 3 back-breaking home runs in 7 innings. As we head to the 8th, 9-2 California.
Alex G gets a base hit. Even though the Wheelers have a mountain to climb here, back-to-back base hits by G and Otage. Reyes having 4 and 9, looking to improve those numbers. That's a fly ball, but it is caught by the left fielder that phased slowly to their left. I don't know what's happened with that one. Cove, fly ball, the catch, out number 2. 2-1, 2 out for Scott McNeely. As that's a base hit, it will send a runner home with G at third. G home, Otage at third. Ziegler, as Kirk Biglett is now on the mound for the Hawks. That's a runner picked up at second. The run at home doesn't count, and it's the bottom of the 8th. Cali is looking to extend their lead.
Not 8, 9, and 1 as Jolly is going to be retired for the second time. New fan now is the second out. And McGillicuddy, last hope for insurance, is going to have an infield hit. T1000, 0 for 4, 0 for 5. We head to the 9th inning. 6 to tie, 7 to win. Anything can happen in California.
Top of the 9th for Sino Slams. Nope. Panda draws a walk. Wallace gets to first, but Panda is out at second. G, ground ball, and that's game. The Hawks win 9-3. 2 hits for McNeely, 2 hits, 5 RBIs for Clear Not Cloudy, both homers. Dirk the loss, Cove the win, Lord the hold, and Dirk Clear Not Cloudy gets the player of the game. The almost water pigeons.
Yeah. You now understand why I'm not happy with him, right? Yeah, he's a funny, funny little man.
I mean, okay, yeah, no comment.
Okay, and we are done with that one. Meanwhile, I'm over here telling the entire Firehawks locker room who is supposed to be doing their job. I don't know.
What do they mean
Oh
by
my.
that?
I'm sending them recaps. Also, wow. We're gonna have one of us is gonna have a big game to recap in Toronto.
Whoa. Huh?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that one.
Huh? Okay. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we'll
What? No. No,
Yeah, we
I
have
demand the resim. I demand the resim. That's
to
fake.
finish the minors. We have to finish the minors first. AC. We have to finish the minors first. We'll tell them when it comes to it. Okay.
Okay.
As we have a walk off in 10 innings. It's never last two times I've been on here, it's never not been interesting. As this one is a 7-6 winner for the Louisville Lemurs, a two RBI days from Denstro and Bullworm, 3 hits for Denstro. A 3-hit, 3 RBI day for Scudo over on Florida. Pitching. Hyde the loss, Julian the win, Neller Denstro, player of the game.
Oh boy.
I know you can't wait to get to that box score. I know you're chomping at the bit right now. Trust me.
No, I'm just yawning. What do you mean? It was a legit one. I'm sorry. It's 437. It's a legit yawn. Okay, a 4-3 win for the Swifties over the Kingpin. The Kingpins drop back below 500 as the Swifties are one game above. 2 RBIs for Murphy, 2 hits for Barrow, Choi, Andrews Jr., and Cool Crab on the side of State College. Space gets the win, crumbling the save, as with Hillis gets a loss and the blown save with Oz Bones being your player of the game. Bones, 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 Bones. Where's Bones? There. The State College starter. 6 innings, 3 runs, 1 earned. Good game. Let's save, because I'll forget. Okay. Another walk-off.
As the Epcats are going to win this one 3-2 on a walk-off hit by pitch. You just got to take one for the team sometimes. Amarillo, top 3 hitters in their lineup go 2 for 5 each. RBIs for unique name and Toxum. Kansas City, a 4-hit day for Miller, a 3-hit, 2 RBI day for Lawrence. Pitching, neither starter gets the win. Force is going to take the loss, Man the blown save, and Choate the win. Player of the game is going to be Ryan Lawrence.
All right. The Runners and the Bears. A walk-off. Oh, one run at the bottom of the ninth to send it to extras and a walk-off to win. Look at this graph.
I
Just look at
know.
that.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Nice. Nice. 3 hits to RBIs for Stern on the side of Puerto Rico. 3 hits to RBIs for Gonzalez on the side of Rue City. Goodman gets the hold. Whitaker gets the loss of the blown save, with Reynolds getting the win for Rue City, as Sterling Stern is your player of the game. And okay, we watched
We
that one.
watched that one. So now we get to the nitty gritty part. As the Boise Raptors have lost 9 straight, losing this one to Buffalo 5-4. For Boise, a 2-hit, 1 RBI day with a walk for Gonzalez. A hit and an RBI with a walk for McMagic. For Buffalo, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Denstro. For pitching, Berger the loss, Raw the win, and the Index the save. Player of the game is going to be no decision pitcher Dolores Clifton.
OBX over the Vandals. 5-4. For Vancouver, 2 hits, 1 RBI for Dubson. Oh boy, it's not good. 2 hits, 1 RBI for Kim, with 2 RBIs coming from Caro on the side of OBX. Jones with the win, Otto with the save, Jackson the loss. Walrus Jones is your player of the game.
And now we get to talk about this one. That first inning set the tone as Toronto wins this one against New York 11-3. For the Pathfinders, 3-for-5 day with 3 home runs from Mo Love. We have a 2-hit 3 RBI day for Harvey Brinkley Jr. and a 3-hit 2 RBI day for Pilsleski. Over on New York, a 2-hit 3 RBI day for Cove, including 2 home runs of their own. So the ball was flying out of the yard. But despite all that, we look at our pitching. Accept Your Welcome gets the win, going 9 innings, giving up just 3 earned runs on 98 pitches.
Nice
Patey
game score.
version 2, 69. Very nice. As
Nice.
Patey version 2 takes the loss. Player of the game is going to be Mo Love, and he ties Toronto's regular season game record for homers with 3.
The Crabs will whitewash the Slots 5-0. A whole bunch of
Oh, he
nothing.
set the record. Mo Love sets the record. I didn't see the word sets. So
Yeah.
that's a new franchise single game record.
Okay, so back
Go
to the
ahead. Go ahead.
Slots and their whole bunch of nothing. Providence had 5 players with 2 hits each. The RBIs came from 4 players with 1 each. Daly getting the win, remaining undefeated. San Antonio getting the loss as James Daly is the player of the game. Ooh.
11-3 as the Apex are going to take one back from Cancun. Hitting 2 RBIs for Greenwall, 2 hits and an RBI for Ozza. For Indy, a 2-hit 1 RBI day. 4-for-5 day with 4 RBIs from McKenzie and a 4 RBI day from Milligan. Good lord. Oh, penalty pitched. Penalty pitched, that's why. Pitching. Sampson the loss, penalty, and Wheeler picked up the bones afterwards. And hey, T-Stoles got the win. Your player of the game is going to be Curtis McKenzie.
Next up, a seemingly close game between DVS and Detroit. 7-4 is the final score against DVS, who are now solidifying themselves at the top of the Champions West. The Scorpions play the game with the ID 666. And the Demons. I mean, it's the Scorpions and the Demons
It was
game.
bound to happen.
Yeah. Sometimes the coincidences are just too good to pass up. 3 RBIs for Kulik Warren, 2 hits for Power on the side of DVS, 2 hits from Dogwood, 2 RBIs from Burnside on the side of Detroit. The win to Jones, the hold to Petrovic, and the save to Clifton on the side of DVS. Loss goes to Rogalski on the side of Detroit as Jay Kulik Warren is your player of the game.
Okay. New Orleans wins a. Well, you put it into existence, it'll happen. New Orleans wins this one by a 1-run margin, 6-5. For Nola, 2-hit 1 RBI day for Faker and a 2-hit day for Shanahan. For Nashville, a 3-hit 1 RBI day for 43 and a quarter, and 2 hits for Lalo Salamanca. Okay, pitching. Winning pitcher is Automatic, who has their first win of the season. Tentacion the hold, Freeman the save. Losing pitcher is going to be Cream, 1-7. Lalo Salamanca, the losing team, gets player of the game.
And in the last game of the day, we have the lunar based Space Rangers over the Sea Serpents. 7-6 is your final score. 3 RBIs for Jacob on the side of Seattle. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Chris Erickson on the side of third base. The win goes to Hypocrites, the hold to Benjamin, the save to Marston, and the loss goes to Cookie. HO or Hypocrites is your player of the game.
There's the other half of that Rove trade.
That's the save.
Okay. We made it through day 4.
I'm pretty sure it's quick sims. It's 1, 2, 3 quick sims and then 2 more games.
Okay, let me go back and look.
Oh man, that's a close game, dude. The Bucks and the Sixers. The Bucks up by 4
I haven't
with.
been paying it. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been paying attention to basketball. I've been trying to pay attention and relay messages everywhere.
Yeah, I have it on the side. Looking at the box score because my PC is going to explode if I try to stream while.
No, do not blow up your PC, please, for the love of God.
For God's sake.
Okay. So it's quick sim, primetime game, State College versus Louisville, quick sim, and then Boise versus SAS to finish out. No. I'm looking. No, 3 straight quick sims, then Nashville versus Detroit, then Indy versus Luna. Then we're done. I almost looked at the wrong day.
1 sec because shit's just exploding here. Okay, that's the right password. For God's sake. I was looking at what? Okay. 16, 17, and 18 are quick sims, so let's finish
Yes, sir.
this. Good. Save, because this shit's blowing up. Shit's about to blow up. I'm feeling it. It's a full slate of games.
Yes, we got that. It's gonna be interesting.
Okay, it's scrolling for. Oh my. You're gonna see me run to my computer.
It has more frames per second than my old one did when I was playing games on it.
I should have at least, I don't know, 30 or 60 instead of that.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
I mean, I can't scroll for what it's worth. It's so slow. But the games were saved. Let's save because this shit's gonna blow up.
Yeah, no, don't let that happen.
I really want to go no box score for the rest of the sim just to get this over with so my PC doesn't explode. But we've done half of it. And I don't think it should be fair. See, do I have any dropped frames? I have no dropped frames.
Okay. I'll be quick with mine if you can be quick with yours.
I don't think that would be an issue, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Sloths and crabs.
What?
Uh-oh.
Are you kidding me now?
I mean, if it gets to that point,
That's what I get for buying razor stuff.
what can you do? As the Sloths win this one, the Sloths are going to lose this one 3-0.
We have a box score that looks like this. We have Sloths with 4 hits, 2-hit day, 2 RBIs overall, singles from Fuse and Rye. Pitching. Dictator of the loss, Meta the win, DePot's on the save. Player of the game, Flamethrower Meta.
Next up, Surge and Boise. 4-2 win for the Surge. A 3-hit day for McMagic for Boise. A 2-hit day with 1 RBI for OTP Wizard on the side of Buffalo. The win goes to Luis Hugh Randall Jr. Didendex gets the save as Casey Mize gets the loss, with Luis Hugh Randall Jr. being your player of the game.
Okay, Aviators win this one. 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, 5-3. For Vancouver, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Oatmeal the third. For Outer Banks, 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Brennan, 2 hits for Keur, and for Fielder. Pitching, Mason Williams is your winner. Loser and blown save goes to wins. Player of the game, Adam Hangman. Cole Kim ties the AVX regular season record for walks with 4 in the game.
Probably with Orum or something. Toronto over New York for back-to-back games. 4-2 is your final score. 2 hits for Larson on the side of Toronto, with single hit days by Cole, Balador, Francero, and DeMars on the side of New York. The win goes to Jay Doctor, the save goes to Toussaint, the loss to Gosman. Dude. Just, dude. Oh man, Aaron delayed 1 minute short of nice in the fourth. And Larson is your brother game.
Oh, so that's why you came into pitch.
Early, yeah.
Hate the rain delays. Okay, now we're in the Champions Conference. The Serpents are going to win this one against Luter Base, 4-3. For Seattle, we have a 2 RBI 2 walk game for Hayes, and 3 hit 1 RBI day for Quinn. Luter Base 2 hits and an RBI for Holcavato. Pitching. Losing pitcher right in the dirt. Winning pitcher, lots of Heineken Bear version 2. James the save. Houston Hayes the player of the game.
Here, DVS over Detroit. That was a destruction. Damn, 15-4. And it was just 2 runs by Detroit at the bottom of the ninth and made it look better. 6 RBIs on 5 hits by Max Bauer. 2 home runs. 2 hits for Burnside on the side of Detroit. The win goes to Swagger Jr., the loss goes to Butter, with Max Bauer being your player of the game. And he ties the champions regular season game record for hits with 5, and it's about time he did.
Wasn't even close at this point. As the Stars are going to win this one 7-3 against NOLA, who have made it to 40 losses already. 3-hit day from Stradley, 2-hit day from Tulowitzki. Over on Nashville, we have a bunch of pitching. Bay, their 10th loss. Camden Jr. the win. Player of the game, Camden Jr.
All right. The Toros in the Apex. The Toros get the win to improve to 31-13. The 4 RBIs go to Jackson with 2 hits. And a whole bunch of singles and 1 RBI games by a bunch of players on the side of Apex. Rizali the loss, Montagne the win, Knock the save as Nova Montagne your player of the game.
Okay, we're going to keep going here. We're in the minors now. As our Clear Not Cloudy with another home run. As the Firehawks are going to win this one 6-3, improving to 24-20. For Anchorage, a 2-hit 3 RBI day from McNeely. Over on California, a 2-hit day from T1000. A 2-hit 3 RBI day from Jolly. Conus the loss, Pitt the win, Wakefield the hold, 43 Jr. the save.
Player of the game, Joseph Jolly.
In a game that went to 13 and was walked off, the Hepcats beat the Delos 7-6. I think the Delos have no wins tonight. They started with 24, they have 24. 2 hits for Name, 3 RBIs for Toxham, 3 hits for Gordon on the side of Moria, 4 hits for Marcus, 3 hits for RBIs by Lawrence on the side of Kansas City. The win goes to John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, Jose Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Definitely not giving. Choate gets the blown save, T-shirt Cutter gets the hold, as Abel gets the loss. Don Marcos being your player of the game.
As we move on, we have the Lemurs and the Mingos as they would go on to win this one 7-6 and 15. For Florida, 3-hit days from King and from Catil. Over on Louisville, a 4-hit day from McCannon. Pitching. Oh, an 0 for 8. Jesus. Zoo the loss. Bubbles 3-2 now in the season. Archduke McKenna is the winner and the player of the game.
Wow.
Yeah, they have a stacked bullpen, though.
The Swifties over the Kingpins, 6-1. 2 hits for Honkball and Davis Jr. on the side of Chicago. 2 hits or RBIs for Grove, 2 hits for Bear on the side of State College. The win goes to Look What You Made Me Do. The loss goes to Ortiz, as John Grove is player of the game.
Final game of today's sim day. 9-2 win for the Bears. For Puerto Rico, a 3-hit, 1 RBI day for DeYoung. For Bruce City, a 3-hit, 3 RBI day for Gonzalez Jr. Pitching. Looks like the starter, Pee Wee Matthews, is going to take the loss. Johnson the win. Gonzalez Jr. player of the game. Okay, next sim day. Here we go.
I think it's just minors. No, it's a full one.
Yeah, it's a full one. Here we go again.
Damn.
That's okay. Sim don't like when we sweep them anyways. 6-1 Crabs down the sloths. For San Antonio, 2-hit days from Lutz and from Long Pipe. Providence, 2-hit, 3 RBI day for Cove. DePoyo the loss. Torrent the win. Torrent player of the game.
Next up, the Voy Boys take one back over the Pathfinders. 7-3 is your final score. 2 hits for Mo Love on the side of the Pathfinders, 2 hits or RBIs for Fragrant Stereo, 2 hits for Diane and Cove on the side of New York, 2 RBIs from the Mars. The win goes to Parko, the Holt to Anchovy, the loss goes to Starscream. Come on, man. That's just not fair at this point. That's targeting. That's targeting. That gets you jailed.
Parko was HO. That's how they did it. As the Vandals are going to get rocked 10-2. For Vancouver, a 2-hit, 1 RBI day for Garfield. 3-hit, 3 RBI day for Kim, with 3 hits for Kahn. Pitching. Donahue's going to get the loss. Winner, Gianna Morgan. Player of the game, Cole Kim.
Surge over Boise in a bunch of nothing. 2-1 is your final score. That's a tough one to read, as there was a whole bunch of nothing. 1 RBI by Gonzalez for Boise. The RBIs for Buffalo game from Forbes and Taylor. Roy gets the win, Town gets the loss, as Nemarkov is your player of the game with a rain delay of 40 minutes in the 5th. But no relievers were chosen.
We keep going here. The Toros are going to win this one in Indy, 4-2. Your batting is going to look like this: 2 hits for Blue Sky and 3 at bats. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Sims. Over on Indy, we have a 2-hit, 1 RBI day for Milligan. Your losing pitcher is going to be Tarango Lila. Your winning pitcher is going to be Johnny Quest. Save goes to Knock.
Player of the game is going to be Johnny Quest. Blue Sky ties the champions regular season game record for triples with 2.
Next up, the Space Rangers over the Serpents. They go 10 and the Space Rangers walk it off for win number 30. Third team that gets to 30 wins this season after the Toros and the Scorps. 3 hits for Knox, 2 hits for Morgan for their base here. The win goes to Indianapolis. The blown save goes to Bouchard. The loss goes to Cassius Bright as they throw tall as you play the game.
Nola's going to get shut out on a one-hitter by Azuaje, 6-0. The one hit, Manuel Bang. Over on Nashville, 3 hits from Salamanca and from 43 and a quarter, and Windsor with 3 RBIs. Pitching, Sports Boy 57 the loss, Azuaje the win. Player of the game, Azuaje.
Demon Scorpions. The Demons get the win back. 7-2 is the final score. Single hit days by multiple players in the Scorpions, with the RBIs coming from Kulik Warren and Slammer. On the side of Detroit, 2 hit for RBI day for Maple Dogwood, and a 3-hit RBI day by Turiz. Human gets the win, Tsunami the second gets the loss, as Glaber Turiz you the game. And now we go down to the minors.
Down to the minors, we have Puerto Rico losing this one 3-1. We have a 2-hit day from Stern with an RBI. Over on Bruce City, a 2-hit day from James with an RBI. Pitching, Araria is going to take the loss. For the win, holds by 2 different pitchers, Slitch the save. Your player of the game, Aaron Ford.
Game the Hawks and the Whalers. 4-3 the win here for the Hawks, improving to 25 and 20. 2 hits for Otage, 2 hits for Cove, 2 hits for Archer, as Clear No Cloudy went silent. The win to Mac43, the Hawks one claiming the save to 43 Jr. As Loris you play the game, gets the loss. Walker Wallace you play the game. There.
Lemurs are going to lose this one to Flamingos 6-3. 2-hit 2 RBI day for K Till. Over on Louisville, 2 hits 2 RBIs from Gumby. Pitching, neither starter gets the decision. Bauer win. McBob faced the loss. Player of the game, Lightning McQueen.
Oh, a 3-run walk-off. Probably a home run. Yeah, it was. As the Swifties beat the Kingpins again. That's a sweep for the Swifties. 2 hits for Kidd on the side of Chicago. 2 hits RBIs for McQueensbury on the side of State College, including the walk-off homer. The win goes to blank space. The blown save goes to Vida Hillis. The loss goes to Crony as Hingle McQueensbury is your player of the game.
Okay, last one for today is going to be the Dillos winning this one 8-2. For Amarillo, a 3-hit day for Ruiz, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Toksum and for Shrew. For Kansas City, 1 hit, 1 RBI, and a walk for Garbanzo. Pitching, winning pitcher is going to be Salad. Losing pitcher is going to be Glorbenspiel. Player of the game, Jeff Salad. Okay, we're on to the 18th now.
Let's. Oh,
And the 18th is a majors off day.
it's an all league of the day.
Okay, all off day. Good.
There's
So
no
the next one is a actual
minors game.
game. That's Nashville versus Detroit.
Okay, yeah, it's Nashville, Detroit, and then Lunar Base, Indy.
Yep.
There we go.
We're not doing too bad. We're coming up on just over 2 hours now. We've got 2 days left. That's it.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. So I can watch the Lakers choke it to the sun.
And you know what? I don't know if you saw what Rabbit said, but he said
It's an Air Crow and John Wayne stream. 4.5 hours minimum. I laughed. I laughed because I thought that was funny. It won't. I don't think it'll ever be a 4.5 hour stream unless it's playoff stream. But let's see. We have two fairly young teams, except for Burnside, Apollo, and Jackinson over on Detroit. The one old man on the Stars is Aldrin Sov, and that's about it. Since we have a moment and you're running at good FPS, I'll let you do the talking. I've got to take a bathroom break.
All right. He let me do the talking, like I know what I'm talking about. Let's see if I know any bait. Winter has 10 home runs. Jones has 8. They are at 6 and 7 for Nashville. So you could expect them to do some damage. Even though the brunt of the Detroit offense is at the top, that's not the same for Nashville as most of their offense coming from Jones and Winter, like I said, is in the middle of the lineup. I guess it depends on whether Page is on a good day or not. Being 9-2 with a 2.39 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP means that it's gonna be trouble for the Nashville bats. So if Page manages to get in a groove and start throwing strikeouts, then the Demons are gonna win this one handily. I guess Claude Daddy will struggle with Granholm, Dogwood, and Burnside. But it's all left to be seen on the field. As I'm waiting for my co-host to come back.
Okay, I'm right here.
Good. Choose.
Okay, I have to do Nashville this time because this is
Why
going to
not?
be another breezy game, I feel, because Vader Page is looking for win number 10.
Let's see if they get it.
Well, 9-2, 2.39 ERA. We will see.
Now,
Lalo Salamanca leading it off here for Nashville against the 9-2 Vader Page. It's been solid his last couple starts. Lazy fly to center field on the third pitch of the game is going to be the first out. 43 1/4. Grounder to third. Third baseman handles it easily for the second out. And here comes Adalbert Steiner.
bye-bye.
And there's a fly to left. And that's going to be a base hit. Lazy fly that just hung up there for too long. And there's a swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 1 for Vader Page as we head to the bottom of the first.
Ronald, Wood, and Burnside would look to have Pages back so they can get to win number 10 against Claude Daddy. Strikeout against Ronald, Dogwood. The check swing and the walk. A 7-pitch at bat. Ground ball. 6-4-3, and down goes Detroit as the game remains tied at donuts.
And that's huge because Claudetti's got an ERA over 6. Aldrin Sov is going to fly to right field and no, it's over their head. And that's going to be a triple.
Put on some high heels.
Triple. And there we go. There's a potential sac fly. Center fielder lines it up. Throw to the plate is going to be late. As Bailey Jones with the sacrifice fly brings home the run. 1-0 Nashville.
Jeff Windsor, hot hitter, is going to go down looking. That is strikeout number 2 for Vader Page. Alexandra Hirahara is going to go down swinging as well. One hit in the inning, and a sac fly gives Nashville a 1-0 lead. Detroit's up now.
Bottom of the second, with Stellan Apollo against Clodari, the ground out is going to reduce Clodari's ERA even more. That's a fly ball by Jackinson, and that's caught. As that's a base hit by Casey Vira. Let's see if Tony Gunk can do something. Oh, what a dive! That's out number 3, and Clodari's ERA drops to 5.92. 1-0 Nashville after 2.
Okay. Silliams is going to walk. That something Page really does. As here comes Salamanca. Center field, playable. Center fielder is going to make the play as the runner delays and goes back. 43 1/4 is going to be another strikeout victim. That is strikeout number 4 here. Albert Steiner to left center, but that's going to hang up there. As that is the final out, we head to the bottom of the third for Detroit, looking to get their 9-game winner some run support here. They can become the league's first 10-game winner.
Clodari against Nakamura, a swing and a miss. Turiz, ground ball past the third baseman, right at the left fielder, but Turiz has a double. Fly ball by Grano, caught for out number 2, bringing on Maple Dogwood. Ground ball, no throw, as that's a ground ball. Dogwood is out at second, and down goes Detroit, remaining scoreless after 3.
Okay, and here's a base at center field as Yabo is on. Aldrin soft now. Grounder, 6-4-3 double play as Sov eliminates the runner. Bailey Jones is going to be strikeout number 5 for Vader Page. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It is 1-0 Nashville. See if that holds up.
Bottom of the fourth with Stellan Apollo. That's a ground out. Clodari's ERA keeps dropping. That's a base hit by Jackinson, a single. Let's see what Vieira has. It's a ground out. And there's the double play, and they retire the side. Some good fielding by Nashville here. Doesn't allow Detroit to get running.
And there's a liner to the left fielder who didn't even have to move. Dogwood makes the play on the Windsor flyout. Hirahara strikes out. Number 6 for Vader Page. Jake Silliams now. And strikeout number 7 through 5 innings. As that is going to be another solid inning. Just 55 pitches through 5 innings now for Vader Page.
Tony Gunk Jr., the fly ball, caught for out number 1. Taichi Nakamura, a fly ball, that's a home run. What a great way to get on board. It has been going badly, but they now get on board after that home run by Taichi Nakamura. Tying the game up. Gleyber Turiz has a fly ball, and that ball is caught. Strikeout looking by Granholm. As I retired, the game is tied at 1 after 5.
Halfway through our ball game, it's 1-1 as there's a pop up to the second baseman. Seattle up 5-1 over Nola, 4-2 as there's a strikeout of 43 and a quarter, 4-2 Lerner base over Indy, strikeout number 8 for Vader Page. 3-0 New York over OBX as there's a fly ball to deep right field. That is back at the warning track, but it's going to fade at the warning track by Adalbert Steiner. 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th with Buffalo leading Providence in their game 4-1. 1-1 here in Detroit.
Bottom of the 6th, Maple Dogwood. And there's the lead. There is the lead for Detroit. What came through blood, sweat, and tears was squashed with 2 home runs at the bottom of the 5th and the 6th by Nakamura and Dogwood. As Detroit is now in the lead and will probably do what it takes now that Clodad is getting tired to keep up. But Burnside will strike out swinging. Yeah, and Hiroshi Yanagi is now on, the former Pathfinder. Ground out by Stellan Apollo. The number 2, Robbie Jackson. A ground ball, a ground out. The side is retired, but Detroit is now in the lead, 2-1.
And he's still Vader Page is still out there. Low pitch count, 66 pitches. So there's a fly to center field for on the first pitch by Yeboah for the first out. And there's a ground ball to third by Sov. 74 pitches now for Vader Page. And that's going to be their second walk of the game that they've allowed. Still well under. And
Bye-bye.
there's a fly ball to
Oh.
left center that is going to hit the bottom of the wall. There may be a play, not at second base though, as there's a RBI double, and that is going to result in potential no decision for Vader Page. 86 pitches now as they finally get a strikeout. Bless you. As that is strikeout number 9 for Vader Page. He gives up the lead though as we head to the stretch.
Casey Vera, Tony Gunk Jr., and Daichi Nakamura. A fly ball caught as Vera will fly out. Gunk draws a walk. Let's see if Nakamura has any more magic on them. 5 home runs, 27 RBIs. Oh, nice dive by Lalo Salamanca. That's strikeout from Therese. And here come the stars. Let's see if Page remains in the game.
I think he's going to be... No, they pull him. Rogowski is going to get a strikeout of Jake Silliams. I believe that's his second time he struck out tonight. Here's the pitch, as there's a fly by Salamanca to center field. And has the second out. 43 and a quarter. Back to the mound, and a quarter is retired. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, this one has been a pitcher's duel. Both starters are out of the game, though.
Grano against Hiroshi Yanagi. Strikeout looking as Grano is caught there. Dogwood, fly ball, home run. No, I was deceived. Hoodwinked and bamboozled. Swing and a miss by Bernheit. Will have the side retired. Top of the 9th with Nashville ready to put the squeeze in on the Demons.
I don't want to say it's Mauer time in Toronto right now, but it's getting close. As Steiner flies out to right. Yeboah now. Yeboah with a base hit to center field. Yep. 2 on against Marvel. As Sov is going to hit one to right center, and that's going to hit the bottom of the wall. This could put them up, as there's a throw to shortstop, and that is an RBI triple for Aldrin Sov. I believe that's his second one, as he's tying the champion single game record with 2, as Rogowski blows the lead. Bailey Jones walks, runners at the corners. And there's
That's
a
a
drive to
homer.
right. Goodbye. No. Oh, he did not catch it. I was deked on that one, as that is a 3-run homer by Jeff Windsor, as Maurer is in with 1 out in the ninth for Toronto against the Sloths. 6-2 here against
He's gonna
Detroit.
choke.
You say he's gonna choke, I swear to God. As there's a flyout by Hirahara against
Oh
Pete
boy.
Williams. Too little, too late, as there's another one to right field. But that one, that was the same animation as the other one. As Williams flies out to deep right. 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. As Page got a no decision.
Apollo. Fly ball. That thing is caught easily by the left fielder. Jackinson checks the swing, is out, and that's their last chance in case Sevilla. Let's see, Crunk Jr. will get some help from the shortstop, and the game is over. It went back and forth until the top of the ninth when Nashville brought it out the big guns and started throwing balls into orbit as the Stars get a 6-2 win. 4 RBIs for Windsor on the side of Nashville, 2 hits for Dogwood on the side of Detroit. The win to Hitotsu Yanagi, the loss to Rogalski as Valor Page gets player of the game. Soft as the champions regular season game record for triples with 2.
It's happened twice tonight, too. The 2 triple thing. And
Oh
Mauer did
no!
not choke. Mauer did not choke.
He knows how to not choke. Holy.
And Will Love learned how to hit home runs the sim. That's 4 for him this sim already.
That's rich coming out of you about home runs and hits. That's rich coming from you out of all people.
Hey, I've actually been hitting this season. Leave me alone. Um, as an 8-4 win for the Surge before we get in trouble. Um, 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Mustard, including a home run. For Providence, a 3-hit day from McGuire. For pitching, as Choi the loss, Hooper the win, Dindex their 7th save. Player of the game is going to be Mustard and Mustard.
Next up, the Pathfinders will beat the Sloths 4 runs to 2 to improve to 30 and 16, being the 4th team in the league to get to 30 wins. 2 hits were called 2 RBIs for Lanikai on the side of San Antonio.
Hey, 2 hits. That's enough out of you. That's 2 hits, okay?
Holy, that first time? First time? What's going on? 3 RBIs for Mo
Oh,
Love and 2 hits for HBJ.
the roasting begins, and I don't even care.
2
Keep it up.
doubles. Oh, that's 2 doubles.
That's extra base hits. Thank you very much.
The loss goes to Salberg into Duck as Mara gets the Gower 2-out save. Man, it's a
I
2-out
think you're
save.
one save away. I think you're one save away, or somewhere in there from 75. You're very close.
Um, 2.
Hey, it could have happened had we not lost that lead against Vancouver. So close.
We're getting there. One more day. I may get the double save in the next game.
Break your own
Raptors.
record. Raptors win this one 10-3 against a team they could beat. For Vancouver, a 2-hit, 2 RBI day for Dan King Jr. For Boise, a 2-hit, 3 RBI day for Barry Allen with 2 walks. Got himself some stolen bases there. Ovechkin the win, Lothbrok the loss. Player of the game, Barry Allen. Go C-Mac.
Good stuff. OBX 53 win over the Aviators. The Aviators having not a great sim tonight. 2 hits for Paladurs, 2 hits RBIs for TGV, 2 hits for the Mars, 3 RBIs for Okada on the side of OBX. The win goes to Sheet, the hold to Auto, the save to Sox, the loss to Crawford, the blown save to Ness. As Benny Sheets is your play the game.
Actually make it
No.
to the All-Star. If I actually make it to the All-Star team, I'd be impressed. It's DVS and Cancun. As Cancun wins this one 6-3. For DVS, a 2 RBI day for Ferreira and 2 hits for Kuma. Over on Cancun, a 3-hit day for Burns, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Aza. Pitching. Stroh the win, Wheeler the save, Lebowski, hard luck loss. Player of the game, Matt Stroh. You can dominate Nola, but Cancun will get you.
Seattle would
Speaking
beat
of,
New Orleans 12-2. Speaking of dominating New Orleans, everyone but Allard got hits on the side of Seattle. Sag. 2 hits, 1 RBI for Tulowitzki on the side of New Orleans. Lost to North. How do you recover from seasons like that? How do you even recover
your
as a
lunar
player?
base.
I mean, can you recover though after multiple seasons on a team like New Orleans? Can you? As Gerd gets the win
Well,
and the play of the game.
that's a conversation we can't have on here. So, speaking of lunar base, 11-3 win over Indy. As they improved to 31 and 15. Let's take a look at Indy first. We have a 2-hit RBI game for Koala Kyle. Over on lunar base, a 4-hit, 5 RBI day for Arthur Morgan, including 3 homers off their old teammate Rove, who takes the loss. Macarena the win, and Arthur Morgan ties the Luna record for runs scored with 5, and ties the champions record for home runs in the game with 3. And he's the player of the game. Good for you, Shu.
Minors. Dilos Swifties, the Dilos win, improving to 26-20. As soon as I said they have no wins tonight, they get 2. Talk about Caster Curse. 2 RBIs for Yoshi
Commentator
Roney
curse, yeah.
on the side of State College. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Whirlwind. 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Mills on the side of Amorio. The win goes to Arcanum, the hold to I Abel, the loss to T2 and the blown save, as Abigail Mills is your play of the game.
The Wheelers are going to win this one over the Bears 5-4. For Bruce City, a 2-hit day from Gonzalez. Over on Anchorage, a 2-hit, 2 RBI day for Ziegler. Pitching is going to look like this, as Grimes lows the save, Abernathy the win, and Riggs the loss. Player of the game, Niall Patterson.
Okay. 5-2. The Kingpins beat the Mingos. 2 hits for DeVille on the side of Florida. 3 hits for Essence. 2 hits for Simmons and Hongball, and 2 RBIs for Davis on the side of Chicago. Goat Bisky gets the win. Stoner gets the loss, as Anthony Simmons III is the player of the game.
As the Rhinos are going to pull even with a win on this day, 7-4 win. For Louisville, we have a 2-hit, 1 RBI day for Allen, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for McCannon, 2 hits, 4 RBI days for Big Hurt Thomas, including a 2-run homer. Liking gets the win, Esterman Jr. the loss. Your player of the game is Big Hurt Thomas.
And lastly, a 9-1 win of the Hawks of the Water Pigeons, against the Hepcats. 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Cleveland Cloudy on the side of the Water Pigeons. Two hits for Steve-O, two hits for Thriller on the side of Kansas City. The win goes to Lord, the loss goes to Porkman as unruly rowdy diamonds are clear, not cloudy. Is your play of the game. And that's the day. Oh, it may crash. Save first. Okay. Moving on. A full slate of games, and that's a primetime game. All right. I think I lost my co-commentator.
No, you didn't lose me. I was listening. I have
Oh,
one headphone on, one headphone off because I'm trying to make sure I'm not. My family's asleep in the other room, despite it being early over here. I just don't want to start. I don't want to be yelling too loud.
makes sense.
But you know exactly what I'm gonna say, don't you?
Yeah, that's gonna be a beatdown.
Prime, no, prime time indie.
Oh, it's primetime Indy against Lunar Base.
Yeah, yeah.
Oof.
And it's also Stun going versus HOR Hypocrites. So I have a good feeling about this.
It feels weird seeing HO or hypocrites in HO team, in Team HO.
They wanted it that way. They wanted to be a part of the joke.
Yeah, but that means they're admitting they're a joke.
Womp womp womp.
Yeah, that joke
Actually,
was.
hold on. Sarah has a soundboard here somewhere. I just have to find it. No, hold on. I think only the two of us can hear this, but there we go. But yeah,
Bold of
that's
you
where the
to
joke
assume.
went.
Bold of you to assume I don't have the Discord soundboard, the Discord voice chat on the stream. This joke was more like a.
Oh, I see. Well, glad you agree. Do you want to do indie or do you want to do lunar base?
I don't care. I just want to get
All
this
right,
done with.
I'll do indie and we'll wrap this up because this is the last game and there's nothing else after this. Believe
Uh,
me, I'm itching to get that Taco Bell Power Bowl that I've been waiting on for the last 3 hours. Cause I got
oh,
it and that. Oh yeah, it's got chicken in it. It's got chicken in it, and I am hungry. Uh, Jaqua's hammer will lead off against HOR Hypocrites. It's a 1-2 count, and there's a grounder to third. Hammer is going to be retired as Jew the Jew. They're shifting him all the way to the other side of the field, and the left fielder had to go to the through the wall to get that ball hit by Josh. Nitro is going to strike out. That's strikeout number 1 for Hypocrites, as he's only thrown 9 pitches. However, Newman is going no. That is Boyant is going to allow an infield single, and then kickoff to first is not in time. However, McKenzie is going to strike out swinging. That was part of the Lunar Base Indie trade during the offseason. As we head to the bottom of the first, no score.
Morgan leading off Lunar Base. Has a double right at the wall. Bounces back. Morgan has a sliding double. OOTP Developments is rating with 147 people. As Doug and Eminem gets an RBI double. Thank you
Thanks for the
guys
raid.
for the raid. That's a ground ball by Alvarez. It's a single, advancing Doug and Eminem to third. Change will beat the throw as Eminem scores. It's 2-0 Lunar Base really quickly here, and they have more people to do more damage. The 6, the 4, the 3, the double play, but Alvarez is at third. A swing and a miss by Newman. He's gonna retire the side, but the damage is already done as Lunar Base has 2-1. 2 runs on the board. Cheers to OTB
And
developments for the raid.
And Milligan is going to fly to center. And that is out number 1. Pico now is going to peek at that one and go back to the dugout. Strike 3. Mudcat Skeleton in now. Pitch is a fly to center. So Hypocrite's living easy, living free right now, as he has a 2-0 lead.
Cross Erickson will ground out as I got my screen cap of 215 concurrent viewers. I think that guarantees a giveaway if Holmes is around. Buoyant gets a single.
He was around
On the ball, and that's a base hit by In the Lake. A double for In the Lake, third base for Buoyant. Arthur Morgan, ground ball. Doesn't beat the throw, but Buoyant will score. With 2 outs. Ground out by Dog in Eminem, but it's now 3-0 Lunar Base.
I have to go take care of something. I'll be back.
Okay, I got you. Ilescu will ground out to the first, followed by Jack Hammer, making contact but grounding out as the catcher makes the throw to first. Judah the Jew, ground ball, grounds out to the shortstop here on the shift. And the side from Indy is retired. Primetime Indy has yet to show up, as Lunar Base are administering a one-sided beatdown. Ground out to second by Kyle Alvarez, bringing on Allison Chains. The fly ball caught by Hulcovado, who's going to round out to the first, and the side of Lunar Base is retired. Can Primetime Indy please stand up here, as it's 3-0 Lunar Base after 3. Ground ball by Nitro. Here it results in a ground out. That's a fly ball by Koala Kyle. Caught by the center fielder moving to the right center. Curtis McKenzie gets a ground ball. It's a base hit. Amelia Milligan right through the middle. Gets another base hit. Runners in the corners now for Kyle. For Cal Pico. Gets a ground ball. The 6, the 4, but the 3 is not necessary, as Lunar Base get that third out. Indy still held scoreless after 4. Fly ball. Fly ball by Cross Erickson. Caught for out number 2. Very buoyant. Gets a ground ball, that's out. It's a quick 1-2-3. Down go the Space Rangers, bringing on Skeleton, Ilescu, and Hammer to start at the top of the 5th for Indy here on the moon. A fly ball by Skeleton. Scott Ilescu, the ground ball out number 2. Jack Hammer batting 254 with 4 home runs and 10 RBIs will swing and miss. They go down 1-2-3, and at the halfway point, Lunar Base is up 3-0, and they're looking poised to win the game. Rake in the Lake. A fly ball is caught. Arthur Morgan swinging a miss for out number 2, bringing on Dog in Eminem, a new signing this offseason. Gets a base hit. It's a single. Kyle Alvarez, hot hitter, batting 281 with 632, will draw a walk. As now Allison Chains comes up with 2 on. Fly ball by Chains, caught by the center fielder, retiring the side, leaving 2 stranded, but it's another base still up 3-0. Fly ball by Drew of the Jew. The ball is caught. Nitro. Sliding catch by Doug and Eminem. Fly ball. Caught by Morgan as Indy is retired. 3-0 Lunar base as primetime Indy is sitting down. Walk drawn by Hulkavato. Swing and a miss by Newman. Hulkavato still on. Chris Erickson draws a walk. 2-1. 1 out for Blair Boyant. Still looking for their first home run of the season. That's a fly ball. That's a base hit. We'll score 1. It will score 2. It's an RBI double by Blair Boyant, and it's now 5-0 Lunar base. And I think that this game is already over. Kevin McThumper now on the mound for Indy. Striking and breaking the leg out for out number 2. Going back to Arthur Morgan, who gets a base hit there. Nope, that's a catch by the outgoing second baseman. But it's still 5-0 Lunar base after 3. I will ask again, can the real primetime Indy please stand up? As that's nowhere near close to primetime Indy. As Curtis McKenzie strikes out. Nice frame pitch here by Hypocrites. Base hit by Milligan. And let's see if that's the sparkle that lights up a comeback. Swing and a miss by Pico for out number 2. As Alexander Benjamin's now on the mound for Lunar base. Swing and a miss by Skelton. And the side is retired as we're heading out the stretch with Lunar base up 5-0. Dog in Eminem gets a fly ball caught by the center fielder. Easy grab there. Kali Alvarez gets a fly ball. Let's see if it's gonna get caught. It's caught. Allison Chains. Ground ball. And 1, 2, 3. Down goes Lunar base. Primetime Indy shows up in the one side here, but we're looking at their bats, and they have 6 outs to do something. Now they have 5 as Iles flies out. Jack Hammer, the fly ball, the catch. That's out number 2. Swing and a miss. They go down in order, and Lunar base has 3 outs to get more insurance runs. Ulcavato draws a walk. Newman draws a walk by McThumper. Back to back walks by McThumper here. As Grocer generates his first. Beta Chapter now to save something. As that's a grand slam. That's a grand slam by Boyant here. 385 from home. That thing went back to earth. Morgan, ground ball, out number 2. Eminem, strike 3. Runner base put 4 up. It's now 9-0 as Eminem strikes out, and that's it for Lunar base this game. Only 3 outs of Indy batting against Let's see who. Benjamin, who still has some juice in him. Nitro grounds out. The Jew gets a base hit. Let's see if they find their runs here. Mackenzie as Indianapolis on the mound, the swing and the miss. Mackenzie coming in for the 2 out. Quote unquote save. Milligan will throw a walk. Bringing on
It's insult to
Calpico.
industry. It's insult to industry.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah. Insult
Zip.
to injury as 9-zip is the final score. Indianapolis is the final pitcher for Lunar Base. Wow.
Yeah.
As the Apex would lose this one 9-0. 3-hit day for Boyan on one side, just 2 hits for Milligan on the other. Pitching wise, Hypocrites got the win, and Hummus got K 1,750 on his career, as Stun Gun would take the loss, and Buoyant is your player of the game. Something I said about Primetime Indy probably caused that to be that way.
Yeah, may Primetime Indy please stand up. We have a problem here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Wait,
It's not
what?
at the top, I don't think.
Wait. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Because I think I am tripping. No. Oh my god. Wait. Where do I take their jerseys again?
Yeah.
They're
There
no
was they
way.
had the death jersey on with a big old cross on it. Yeah. And it's called the Carey Price Stadium now. Whoever won the thing renamed it to Carey Price Stadium.
I mean, whoever won that went to town with it.
Don't remember who, but all I know is it was freaking hilarious. As I think the first game was the Pathfinders game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yes, ouch indeed. Sloths and Pathfinders 2-1. Sloths win this one. One big hit, 2 big hits. A 3-for-4 day from Kendrick Mills with an RBI, it being a triple. Triple and a double for them. Nothing else much from everyone else. And Air Crow, say it with me, Brinkley Jr. 0-for-4. Yeah, okay.
Karma. That's
As
karma. That's some karma.
I know it is. I
That's some
know.
humble pie.
Except you're welcome gets the loss. Maurer comes in and throws a scoreless inning in 2/3. Antonio the win, Kimura the hold, and Marvel the save. Player of the game is probably Sam Antonio, right?
Yeah.
Yep, Sam Antonio, player of the game.
Oh man. Well, no man. Vancouver Boise. Vancouver gets win number 8. 7-3 is your final score against Boise. 3 RBIs for Schwab, 3 hits for Beatles and Garfield for Vancouver, 2 hits for Gonzalez, Vacuum, Emeritus, and Cove on the side of Boise. The win goes to Jackson, the loss to Montgomery. Grass Jackson is your POTG.
As for the Aviators, they won 6 in a row. And that's exactly what I was talking about at the start at the top of the sim, as they win this one 5-3, including 4 runs in that 7th inning. For New York, a 2-hit 1 RBI day for DeMars and for Moose. Outer Banks, 2 hits for Baberpers and 2 hits in RBI for Dunkin' Donuts. Pitching is going to look like this. Looks like Payday version 2 is going to take the loss. Mason Williams the win. Audiff another save, number 8 for them. Walrus Jones is your player of the game despite the no decision.
I mean, it's like I said, dude. The Booker is not playing, and the Lakers are losing to the Suns. So Katie only having 12 points.
That
God
does not
gracious.
shock me.
Ace 5 win for the Surge over the Crabs. 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Wizard on the side of Buffalo. 2 RBIs for Fuse on the side of Providence. The win goes to Hackenbush in relief. The loss goes to Star in relief, as OTP Wizard is your player of the game at the pot.
As the Scorpions are going to win another one, 8-7, improving to 33-14 against Cancun. Multi-home run days. For DBS, it looks like this. Yep. Kulik Warren, max power with 2 homer day. Osman, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Sims, including a home run for them. Pitching, it's going to look like this. Wheeler the loss, Petrovic the win, and Clifton the save. Your player of the game is going to be max power.
The Serpents get a 1 over the Rougarous. 5 is your final score. 2 hits for Hayes for Seattle, 4 RBIs coming from Rochka. 2 hits for Fakar, Stradley, Shanahan and McClover, with Shanahan and Hammerman putting 2 RBIs on the board for Nola. The win goes to Diaz, the hold to Bouchard, the save to Bright, as LeBlanc gets the loss. Webster Rochka is your player of the game. We watched this one.
Okay, we watched that one.
Ooh.
O'Quarters wins this one 8-0. 7-hit shutout. Multi-hit games from Yaboa and Steiner. Over on Detroit, a 3-hit 2 RBI day from Burnside and 3 hits from Torres. Pitching, it's going to look like this. O'Quarters with a 7-hit shutout over 104 pitches, as Cream drops to 1-8. Tough time for them. Quentin O'Quarters, your player of the game.
And that's it for the majors. We're going down to the minors. Bruce City getting a 7-5 win over the Wheelers. 3 hits for Argent, 3 RBIs for Leg on the side of Bruce City. 3 hits for Wallace and Reyes for Anchorage. The RBIs coming from 5 different players. The win goes to Fielder, the save to Riggs. The loss goes to Dirk, with Fran out Leg being player of the game. Ooh.
As this one was a touchdown scoring affair. Looks like it was 10-0 until the 3rd inning, and then they got outscored 18-10 the rest of the way. For State College, 3 hits, 2 RBIs for McCringleberry, 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Asaro, 4 hits, 3 RBIs for Bernard, and a 4-hit, 5 RBI day for Unique Name. No grand slams. For pitching, this is going to be ugly. Lieberth the win, Man the hold, Force the save, Mantix their loss, and the blown save. Player of the game is going to be Kirby Bernard. 18-10.
7-1 win for the Kingpins over the Mingos. We're now probably dropping out of the playoff race. 14 to 20 something is too much of a distance to cover, even though there's games left to play. 3 hits for Kettle, 2 hits for Flex for Florida. 2 hits for Murphy, 2 hits for Davis, 3 hits for Alexander. on the side of Chicago. 43 with the win, Josh with a save, Green with a loss. As 43 is your player of the game.
Okay, we got two more. Hepcats win this one. Wow. They were. It was 10-5, and then they lost 11-10 on a walk-off home run, including a grand slam in that bottom half of the 10th inning off 43 Jr. Batting. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for T1000, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks for Zen. Kansas City, 2 hits, 5 RBIs for Garbanzo. Pitching. The decision didn't get handed down until Conkling gets the loss in the blown save. T-shirt cutter the win. Player of the game, Irap Stevo.
And lastly, we have the Limers and the. Oh my god. Oh my god. How does that happen?
Well, your bullpen gives up.
That's a joke for the ages. For the lack of better term. 3 hits for Gumby, 2 hits for Allen, 2 hits for McCannon for Leuven. Everyone gets a hit on Puerto Rico. 3 RBIs for Berry. Ishioka gets the loss on the blown save, as Whitaker gets the win. Griffin Berry is your player of the game, and that is the games. So, save. Standings. Majors. Oh,
We didn't
this,
really move. We gained a game. We didn't really move, though.
we did it not, but
And remember what I said about Buffalo? Buffalo is now the second seed in the whole Legends Conference. Outer Banks dropped a few. They went. Outer Banks went 6-1 this sim. They won 6 in a row after losing their first game. And then DVS lost that huge winning streak. They are now tied with Cancun for the Champions West. The Demons
I
are
mean, the
now.
Scorpions got a game. They were one back, now
Yeah,
they're tied.
and now the Demons have sole possession of that second wild card because Indy lost 4 in a row. No team except for OBX right now has a winning streak of more than 5 games. Come Saturday, there's 7 games left before the All-Star break. A lot can change.
It's gonna be chaos.
Yeah, and I think that might be Lumo's stream. Lumo normally streams on Saturdays. One can think.
Um, okay, now let's check on the minors. Oh boy.
California still in it. That
Uh,
last seed is decided for 6 teams by 1 game.
no, there's
Unless
nine
you're
teams separated by 4 games. 9 teams separated by 4 games.
unless you're the Mingos, then you're just sitting there in last place.
Yeah, pretty much.
Incredible.
Yikes.
Not some things never change.
Nope. Okay, so I think where am I supposed to go? Okay. Um, that's the random menu, right? Database. Yeah. here. Yeah,
There, and then make sure the right ones are checked. And if they're all checked right,
okay, okay. It's been a while, so it's kind
and
of
if there
slow.
are checked right, execute.
There. All right. Ask the booth is open.
I mean, that wasn't bad.
No,
3 hours. Because the last one was well over 3 hours.
it was
And
4.5. It was four, and then a long upload, and it was 4.5, something like that.
well, we just cut down our upload time by an hour and a half, so I'll I'll be here. I'm just gonna go grab that salad right now. Because that's what I've been waiting for.
A salad? Did this guy just say a salad? Oh my god.
Sleep for 3.5 hours.
So, no one's the booth? Nothing? Alright.
Yeah, no, it looks like most of them stuck around. A lot of them stuck around.
Yeah, that's good.
Ask, um, if you need help creating a player or want to create a player, we have a link over in the chat down below. So just in case, we have that ready for you. Ask the Booth is open. Nothing is off limits here. Lots and lots of big innings. That's right. Lots and lots of big innings. Big Mauer is going to be an all-star for sure.
Yeah, it looks like it. What? He's 3-1 with 8 saves, something.
If I'm an all-star, I'd be surprised. I'd be very, very surprised.
I don't know who the All-Stars will be, honestly.
No, I'm a second baseman. I'm not getting past Belloc Cove. He's at 3.5 WAR already, and we're not even halfway through the season. Okay. No hitters tonight. That was interesting too. How'd the Lakers do? Were they still beating the Suns last time we checked, or no?
Um, it's 49-40 for the Suns with 4 minutes left of the half. I need myself, KD, to have a 31-7 game, and LeBron to get
What do
20.
you have it as? What do you have the over/under as?
KD is 30.5 points and a half rebounds. So I need him to have a 31-8, and LeBron is 19.5.
Well, he's only at 7 right now.
Yeah, but there's half a game to get 13 points, and even barely he got to 20 on Wednesday. But KD throwing bricks, man. He's 4 for 10.
I didn't know Dusty Baker retired yesterday. Oh, he retired today. Wow. I mean,
So said,
26 years of manager, you can't do much more than that. Got his World Series ring, took multiple teams to the playoffs.
I don't know who that is, to be honest with you. Oh, man.
Great manager. Think of him as your Bill Russell, except he was a manager after he was a player.
So Phil Jackson.
Yeah, Phil Jackson. He won 3 rings as a player, 1 as a manager.
How many as a manager?
Just 1. But he
Okay,
went
so
to the World Series.
okay, yeah, he's not Phil Jackson. He's more like Greg Popovich or someone else. Because Jackson had 11 rings as a manager.
Yeah, he was spoiled riches at that point. Because he won 6 with the Bulls.
Yeah,
Then he
and then
won,
five with the Lakers.
yeah, 5 with the Lakers. That's right. He's better than Don Nelson was, though, at least.
I think he was a one trick. Like, he only had that triangle going for him.
Well, triangle offense isn't all that great.
I mean, the triangle offense is dumb, but it's so good that it works. Because in the
Well,
triangle, every player is in the play, even if they're lost. Because
right.
in the triangle, all you need to do is make sure that every player can pass to two players. As long as you do that, then you're golden. You may be lost, but if you can pass to two players at any point, then no harm, no foul. You can recover.
I'm more or less looking forward to seeing what the Diamondbacks can do because the Diamondbacks remind me of the Trailblazers when they were really good that one year.
But the Trailblazers, when they were that good that year, did not even sniff the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that's a sad part because Diamondbacks are actually in the MLB's version of the NBA Finals, the World Series, but still. I'm just waiting to see if my favorite team is going to end up moving to Vegas, because then that's going to put a damper on my relationship with sports.
The A's.
Yeah,
I mean, they should move there.
yeah. It's just that
I mean,
they have
Oakland
a
lost to
stadium, they have a
Warriors.
fan base. Well, the Warriors moved. They thought they'd be better off in San Francisco like they were before.
I mean, they are.
That's true. I'm surprised. No Ask the Booth questions tonight.
Yeah,
I
it's
think everyone's
weird.
just tired.
I no, I think that Nasbase is not around.
Yeah, he got his saves tonight, so he probably is sitting in his locker room bored.
Probably.
Man, for an $8 salad, this is still as good as I remember.
LeBron missing free throws. Name a more iconic duo.
They
I
say
don't
free
get it.
throws aren't integral.
I don't get it. You're a pro. You should be making your free throws. It was that one part of my game when I was playing that I was always upset about.
I was
I,
better at free throws than anything else.
I mean, I was pissed when I was missing free throws. I mean, it's free points. It's in the name. It's free. It's a point. It's a free point.
Doesn't mean you're going to make them every single time. It's not easy.
It's probably the easiest shot. It's
besides a
legitimately.
layup.
No, the layup is tougher because you need to get in a rhythm for a layup. The free throw, you get the ball, you shoot. You don't need to do much.
I must say, I still love that red combo. Still love that combination of red for the alt jerseys. I just wish one time we'd be able to watch them wear them on stream.
Which ones? Our Reds.
Yeah, the red alternative for the Pathfinders.
I mean, what should we do to choose the jerseys?
I think it allows you to choose them in options if you're allowed to. I was gonna say Shoe was here, Smitty was here, Paz was here, but no one wants to ask questions. I still have to do my point tests. Relocation for a basketball team is not the worst thing in the world. It's just that if you've been in a place for a very long time, it's different.
I mean, it depends on where you were and where you go and how you live. Because, I mean, I mean, think of the Supersonics. They went to Oklahoma, but they wanted one thing to stay, a new arena. And the city was like, no, we're not giving you that. How do you expect to
That's
keep
the
a.
same thing. That's the same thing they said to Seattle when the Mariners were trying to were going to leave, and they almost did.
And then they did get a new stadium.
Yeah, they went from the Kingdome to Safeco Field. I don't know if they changed the name from Safeco or not, but still, why would you? Because I'll say this right now, Seattle has a very, very committed, and we're updated, but I'll finish my statement here. Seattle has a very committed fan base for basketball. They still want a team back, like Montreal wants a baseball team back. I think that if they ever do it again with expansion for basketball, like they would do for baseball, give them, give them back their team that you took away from them so cruelly. It's not okay.
Why is it not? The team wanted a new arena. and they didn't get it. They said no. It's easy. If you
Yeah,
want to give the team, give them a new arena.
I think the whole stupid situation is bad. Make a team leave.
I mean, if the team is asking for a new arena, that means because there's a reason. The arena is old. They need a bigger one. You can't just enlarge an arena when there's merch shops, restaurants, and all that in there.
well, I think back to what I was saying. The A's have a perfectly capable stadium that they've played in for 55 years. They offered to do a new stadium in Oakland on the Jack London Square or on the waterfront out there. And the owner got too greedy and said, "Oh yeah, they didn't send me an offer." They did. That's why I don't like owners. Owners ruin baseball.
You said the stadium
Owners
is
ruin
what?
every sport.
Is what, 55 years old?
Yeah.
Then what's perfect with that? It's 55 years old. There's probably some structural damage due to time in there. They definitely need a new one. As our upload is complete.
They offered him a new stadium. The owner's just a jerk. We're gonna offer him a multi-million dollar stadium, billions almost. Ridiculous.
I don't know, but it's just not smart losing teams because of stadiums.
Well, fan base too. Right now that we're done, you guys can go and enjoy your evenings. Go on, go. Show's over. Me and Crow want to get out of here, please.
Yeah, new arenas do be costing money. Yeah, they cost money, but if you want to keep a team around, then you should make a new arena. You can't
Yeah.
play in decade-old stadiums. There's a reason the Lakers left the Forum for Staples Center for
Only
Crypto.com
rebuttal
arena.
I'll ever have with that ever is what's it called? It's Wrigley Field and Fenway Park are two stadiums that they will never replace. It's like when they ended up finally replacing the Forum like they did. Sometimes you have to do it, sometimes it's a decision that fans won't like.
I mean, even the Yankee Stadium was replaced. There's been three Madison Square Gardens. Iconic
Yes,
arenas have
Madison.
been replaced just because they needed to be better. They needed to be more modern. They needed to be more appropriate for time and age because you cannot have a 50 or 100-year-old stadium in 2023. The amenities there need
Well,
to be modern.
I'll say this right now: the Cubs earned what they got, spending 108 years waiting for a world championship. They had fans who lived and died waiting for a championship. And then you got a guy like what's his name? You got a team like the Bucks that had been waiting forever. They finally won a championship. Because Milwaukee hasn't won anything in years, literal years. All right.
I
Now that
think
we're
the show
done here,
can be
close off
over.
the stream.
So thank you everyone for watching. It's been John Wayne and Aircrew. Good
And
night.
we appreciate you coming out. And hopefully, let's see. I'm gonna check and see who's on for let's see, Saturday. Uh that is going to be Saturday the 28th.
It's
Oh,
Dust. It's Dust and Porcad.
that man he's on what? Stream number 4 already?
Dust. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his 4th stream already. This is actually my second one. Let me put in for yeah, there we go. I said I was only going to do 1, but I did 2 this season, so that's okay. So Scud's doing 2 next week. You're doing 1 on Wednesday of next week, so I'll see what I want to do. Oh, there he is, Parkwad. Okay. So it's gonna be Scud and Dust and Parkwad. Come back and see them, and have a good night.
Good night,